Winning 3 in a row is absolutely insane. So few teams have done it. I believe we're the 3rd pro team to have ever won 3 straight events.
I think the other teams hope that they can put as much work and time into it as we do. I wish them good luck in those situations, but I feel like we're going to be able to work harder than anybody else in the league. And as we've shown, we're going to continue to win tournaments.
Now with back-to-back wins, I feel like that's a stepping stone that we reached, and the goal is to keep winning. Try to win as many as possible, win a series. That's the next steps, and it's always trying to get better, trying to progress as owners, players, teammates, brothers, friends, everything we can. Just keep progressing in life, and that's the goal.
Yeah, next step is 3 in a row this season, 4 in a row altogether, and then we'll keep going from there. Next up is Ohio. So NXL Ohio, we're coming for you.
Four-on-four situation. Harris with that forward penetration in the middle. Now Stephen O'Mara coming forward. Now Stephen's going to get him clean. Nicely done.
O'Mara going headhutting on Harris Hussein, and he stays alive doing it. So great move by Stephen O'Mara.
Now he's going to come up here and shoot the can in the back right now. I'm not sure how the can's not dead, but big move right now. O'Mara got shot in the pack.
Yeah, he did kill Acevedo before that happened, and Arsenal going to clean up that last player off the Doritos side.
Hey, I heard him shooting his gun, so I blocked him out and baited him to come get me. Wait to kill him on his move. Who shot you, Elliot? Bang, bang. Bang. 287. Back center. Oh, wait, no, there's still another one. 200, 200, 200. Benny, me and you made the same mistake. We did not connect midpoint. I'm covering off the middle.
Yes, 2-on-4 situation. NYX. Oh, that's a major. He's going to shoot him. That's a major.
Brand coming through, and it's going to call. They're going to call it a minor.
Yep. Hey, they got a penalty. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay
Taylor,
free. Stay free.
Snake.
I think we killed the snake with the penalty. 2 on the Dorito. It should be kill 3. Our Obama.
2-on-2.
Yeah, but this is just
too little, too late.
Voting very well for Arsenal. Who cares? They're up 4-0. You've already got 2 wins on the board.
Oh, JC
win out.
Harris.
Margin doesn't mean anything.
1-on-1.
Yeah, here comes JC. Goes right at him.
JC Whittington.
JC Whittington.
Oh, don't hurt yourself,
the legend,
JC.
47 years old.
47 years old, JC Whittington.
Still got it, baby. Get this man some oxygen.
Oh, man. You gonna let that old man do that to you? Oh, man. What is that? Is that nil? That's a goose egg. That's a goose egg. Way to BJC. Grit, motherfuckers. Woo!
Tracks there.
Hey, that's the fucking grit, motherfucker. Hey, we almost gave them 3 points. Yeah. Hey, but each one of us fucking stepped up when we fucking needed to. Hey, what happened in the beginning? What happened? We forgot the fucking process. Me, Benny, both forgot the process. We tried to be like, yeah, we could fill out real quick. Be alive. Be the fuck alive. All right, that's the difference maker. When we are alive. Yeah. Hey, me and Benny both made quick moves. Shouldn't have happened. Hey, We're 120 grit.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
120 grit for the next one.
We got more.
Okay?
We got
hey,
more.
everybody step the fuck up. So everybody's here. Everybody's ready to fucking roll. Come on. Hey.
Now they got the guns on.
Closet! Kill the closet! Kill the closet!
We gotta be alive. Hey, Diesel, America off the break. Hold the zone. Delta money inside.
Diesel! Diesel!
Game time finished. Game stop.
Hey, all good. A little frustrating because we should have dominated, but hey, a win's a win. Kyle! Kyle! Yeah. I'm down to my last. I'm down to my last.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Here, put it in. Good luck.
Who's across?
It's closet home on me.
Hey, I can go through the middle and get the closet.
You gotta be careful of the Delta guy.
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay, hey, you know Clint's in the air. Hey! Fire! Fire! No, Arizona. Yeah, go to the closet at least right now. Cobra money. I'm going.
They got the Tiger King Kuzma. It's the one on the snake side here. Diesel also getting into the 50 snake.
No, so Kuzman's going to run to his death, though. Tried to bunker him out, not able to get him.
Yeah,
not even a trade.
Yeah, he didn't know that Mouse was there. Mouse just shoots two more. Shoots him on his first engagement. And he lived? Oh my goodness. Dies in the end, but I think that was a 4-pack for Mouse.
I need my gun. 40 seconds.
I'm on it. Missouri. Kill 4. Hey, 60 seconds. Kill 4. Come on. Fucking go. Way to be. Be confident in your comms. Hey, check the power play. Hey, Dorito 2's gonna go. I'm on it. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah, I think
Ricky,
Diesel's
kill
going to be
3.
pretty content. Undefeated on day one.
Yeah.
Looking
Hey,
real good.
stay
Yeah, they're
fired.
in the driver's seat. They came into this with a chip on their shoulder.
And if you beat Legion by 4, you're a favorite to win this tournament.
An
Magic.
awesome job sprinting
Yes.
downfield to put
Come
one more
on.
on the board.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Get it on me. Diesel.
Here we go. Dinner on you, motherfucker.
I got it.
Hey, it's BRNT with CRBN, and I have our new IC PWR Nano Barrel System here. This kit includes our famous ultra-lightweight injected carbon fiber back with our new Nano Tip, which features over 700 microports. This microporting prevents any debris, paint, or moisture from entering the bore and also produces a unique low sound signature. These barrel kits are compatible with all PWR inserts, including our own series from 679 to 691, and are also compatible with all PWR inserts, including those made by Planet Eclipse, Dye, and Inception Designs. Check them out at crbnpaintball.com.
Hey, it's BRNT at CRBN. Have our new S63 compatible nano tip. This will fit any Planet Eclipse LV2, CS3, 180R, Geo5, probably upcoming barrels they make too. Has 756 microports, all-weather performance. Water cannot get in, paint cannot get in, but it can get out. Also, you get an unbelievable sound signature, quietest on the market. Absolute no-brainer upgrade if you have one of those guns. Check it out at your favorite paintball retailer or online at crbnpaintball.com.
Welcome here, day 2 of the prelim battles at the Midwest Open, courtesy of the NXL and Major League Paintball. Matty Marshall alongside Mike Jeffrey. And first to go is going to be Chicago Aftershock taking on New York Extreme. And also in this set is going to be the Ironman taking on Energy Elite. So, Mike, here, day 2 of the prelims, you saw tactical battles out here on this very unconventional layout. It's going to be low-scoring matches out here, every point becoming more important. You're not going to get a ton of them. There's no real throwaway points out here. And with Shock, they desperately need a win here. Must-win situation for Shock. New York Extreme put a win on the board yesterday, though.
Yeah, tournament on the line right now for Aftershock, sitting at 0-2 after day 1. NYX sitting at 1-1, would love to give themselves a chance to control their own destiny. You go 3-1, you're playing on Sunday. For Aftershock, best case scenario, you're 2-2, and you're going to have to play the margin game a little bit.
So Aftershock here. Point number 1, going to be starting from the red side, and New York Extreme drastically improving their chances of not getting relegated by winning a game yesterday. And on the break, looks like New York Extreme is going to be a little bit more proactive, getting a body up the middle early. As first body to drop is going to be Clay Hughes taking the walk. I love that Clay Hughes got the start. I feel like he earned the start with how he played in some of those attempted comebacks yesterday, but the first to walk off. So it's a 4-on-5 situation here in favor of New York Extreme. Still doubling up that back center. Harris wants to get out of there, and they're going to win a gunfight on Connor Kelly. So Connor Kelly taking the walk, dying from that South Electronics scan. Now it's 3-on-5.
Yeah, that's been the issue with Aftershock so far at this tournament. Clay Hughes made the snake off the break, but died in transition. Connor Kelly losing a gun battle, so 5-on-3, advantage NYX. But still with A-Rod and Trent Nitta in the middle for Aftershock. Now 3 bodies in the center brick for NYX.
Mike,
that's a party in there, Matty.
Mike, we haven't seen that yet. Harris going to quickly move onto Aftershock's side, try to cut down the options for A-Rod. But A-Rod times it perfectly, and he moves up to the spot, and Harris had checked off on that lane. No one was there, so he went towards the D side, but A-Rod's spidey sense is tingling. He's up there. Harris overextends, and he ends up getting shot out. Looks like he might have actually traded with A-Rod, and they're going to be losing Nita as well up the middle, so options dwindling here for Chicago Aftershock as we do get Corey Hall. Was that Parrish? Yeah, Parrish to get out wide. Didn't matter, though. Concession, got to preserve the time. These points running really long out here. You know, yesterday, as we were getting into the afternoon set, when there'd be, a team down by 2, 5 minutes on the clock, typically, plenty of time, no problem. They can come back. 5 minutes, more than enough. Not on this layout.
Not out here, Matty. Good job by Harris Hussein drawing that trade on Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod really wanted the penalty there. Couldn't see it from our angle, but NYX just winning early gunfights and then filtering through the middle. Nicely done.
Yeah, the attack up the middle was very potent yesterday. New York Extreme playing the middle probably better than almost any other team. A couple arguments for a couple other squads here or there. But the early deaths and the early kills for New York Extreme definitely was the difference maker. Now the Ironmen 1-1 yesterday. Energy Elite yet to put a win on the board here in the Pro Division, but so close. Matt Askren, hometown event for Askren. Family's going to be here today, as he went to college just right down the road. He's doubling up, or not doubling up, but right on the other side with Pat Kraft Jr. Ironman dip a body into the snake, though, with Geiger. And then here comes Pat. Pat's going to run. He's going to trade out. Major penalty going to be assessed here on Matt Askren.
Nice job by Pat Kraft there. I'm not sure how he knew Askren was there, but gets the drop on him, shoots him clean. Askren spins, turns his gun, shoots Kraft, draws the major. So it's all Ironman right now in a 4-on-2 situation. Make it a 4-on-1. Just not sure who it was, but it's going to be a concession. It's irrelevant. The Ironman, 2 quick points out here this morning, Matty.
Yeah, a couple quick ones. Well, you definitely can speed things up when 3 bodies come off within a second.
Certainly.
So that's what happens on a major. Red flag of death goes in the air. So you can see Askren does check off that way, as might have heard Pat's gun. And then Pat's going to launch. Maybe hearing Askren's gun as well, too. Maybe that's how he knew that he was there. Can't really see if Askren's actually pulling the trigger. And so on that little flinch to try to trade out, referee had the angle. Tough to tell exactly when Askren got hit from our angle, but that's why we got the referees out there. So, yeah, red flag of death up in the air. 2 more bodies come off.
Maddie, that's something that happens in practice all the time. Someone loses the drop and puts a ball on someone. Terrible thing to practice. You got to learn when you get bunkered to put your gun down. Right here.
See if Shock can get it back. Team switch sides when points are won, and does look like first body drop's going to be Acevedo taking the walk here for New York Extreme.
And Joey, or was that Robbie Altamore, into the Dorito 2 off the break? That's the deepest run off the break we've seen all weekend.
Yeah, so sending our best wishes to Joey Altamore's family. His wife's about to have a baby, so that's why Joey's not here.
Nice job, Robbie Altamore into the Dorito 2 off the break, about to become an uncle again, perhaps, but not getting it done for Aftershock now in the Dorito 2.
Yeah, advantage here, Shock. So now they got to tighten up, stay alive. Yeah, Hennessy taking the walk as well, too. Running referee going to come in as the push up on the D side. Trade, and Harris is going to get shot. So a couple quick ones out here this morning.
Yeah, nice job by Robbie Altamore. Good play call, Todd Martinez. I think that, I'm not sure who that, is that Ryan Hoskinson who traded with Kalea in the middle there? But nicely done by Aftershock. Put a point on the board here.
So Shock hanging in here.
Oh, Clay Hughes again. Clay Hughes coming up that snake side for Aftershock. Robbie Altamore going deep into the Dorito 2 off the break, tying it up real quick. Really important. Aftershock not only needs a win, as many points as they can put on the board will help them. Would like to get a 2 or 3 point victory if at all possible. Difficult on this layout, but that's going to be what they need if they want to play tomorrow.
Yeah, I believe the Tauntauns loss was by 3, and then I believe a 1 point loss against Legion in a 4-3 match. So sitting at a -4 here currently.
10 seconds.
Uphill climb. Meanwhile, Ironman sitting at 1-1. They beat Energy Elite here. They control their own destiny. Energy Elite sitting at 0-2, desperately need the win. Their tournament on the line here. They do shoot Kyle Nicolau off the break. Pat Kraft Jr. right up into the middle again, as is Askren. Those two dueling in the center so far in this match.
Starting to see a lot of teams double up that South Electronics can to get the body into Snake clean. Looks like that's what the Ironman do, and he makes it up there with Frank Antetomaso.
Askren trying to keep Frank Antetomaso in check from that center brick. He's got Pat Kraft in front of him. Henry Sense in that South Electronics can, shooting the cross, trying to keep Politi from going into the snake for Energy Elite.
Yeah, 5-on-5 break here, which typically means a long point.
Yeah, Ironman with better field position, first in the snake. No one wide for Energy Elite, still with 2 in the back center. Both teams with the center presence. Now Politi goes across. Henry Sense had come off that gap, so Politi uncontested into Snake 2.
He's thinking about going across the gap into Snake 3, but he's going to post up and shoot that inside lane from Snake 2. Played a little safe here. Value his life.
I don't know that the Ironmen saw him go in at all. I'm not hearing anyone say red alert. All their posture says that they don't know the snake is hot.
Well, Politi does make his move up into Snake 3, and he's going to look at that inside lane. Doesn't have the shot on Pat Kraft in there because Pat Kraft is tucked into that brick in the middle of the field and shooting towards the D side. Here comes Politi. Politi goes across and goes into the wedge.
Yeah, the Ironman fully went to sleep on him. They have no idea he's there. Henry Sense not playing like the snake is hot. Now they know it. Henry picked it up. Pat Kraft switches his gun.
Yeah, you have to keep, ideally, multiple guns looking this way when you have a body in Snake 3 to keep him from moving across into the wedge and then keep him from getting onto your side of the field, start doing damage. Oh, and they get the shot in on Politi.
Awesome job. Pat Kraft went righty-lefty over the top of the brick and snuck one in on Politi while Politi was squeegeeing his gun. Nice job by Kraft to eliminate the threat. However, Austin Buffton is quick to fill into the snake. He's into Snake 3 now, is Austin Buffton. Henry Sense coming back into that wedge. Tom Guest keeping his eyes Dorito way. Kraft, very cautious of a snake threat right now. I think he knows where Buffton is. Pat Kraft having a match so far. Bunkered Askren clean in the first one and then kills Politi out of the snake.
Yeah, huge kill. The center is incredibly important. And how well that if you're getting solid reads and things are going your way, need a little bit of luck up there as well too. But yeah, Pat Kraft really helping out the Ironman's chances so far early in this game with 11:14 to go. Guess has moved over to the D side.
Yeah, from that Dorito insert bunker, Tom Guest going to be able to both protect Pat Kraft, keep Askren in check, and also keep Nelson in check if he decides he wants to make a move out to the Dorito side for Energy Elite. So I like that fill by Guest. Now Sense retreating to that mini wall. Buffton is in that snake 3 now.
Pat Kraft's going to put his gun checked up on the snake side again, or towards Austin Buffton, and then puts his gun back towards the D side. Which is keep, I believe, Nelson. Nelson did move outside, back corner bunker on that D side.
Frank making the move forward into snake 3 for the Ironmen.
Again, Ironmen also have a lead to protect, so that changes the overall tactics a little bit on when you're going to be engaging and how much risk you want to incur.
And they're set up really nicely right now for the Ironmen. It's a really difficult situation for the Energy Elite to dig out of down a body. Pat Kraft has good eyes on the Dorito side. Nelson has snuck out into the Dorito corner for Energy Elite. Henry Sense in the mini wall keeping eyes on Austin Buffton in the snake. This is what we're seeing out here, Maddie. So difficult to break these locks on this field.
Yeah, and that's why these points have been so long. Because once players get into position, like, yeah, you got to do some work to get into snake 3. But more often than not, that guy's going to be there. And then once they get into the positions we're seeing right now, so Buffton and Antetomaso are mirrored up cross field. Askren and Pat Kraft also mirrored up. Difference is that Energy Elite still has a body in that back center because they have more penetration on their top side into D2.
Yeah, and it's only that back center. That back center player, though, isn't doing a whole lot for him right now because Askren has his gun devoted on Frank Antetomaso and the snake.
Yeah, this is also a big part of how this field, when it's being played at elite level, is when to leave that back center and which way to go. Because if Askren does die, though, then you need that gun that way.
Yeah, I kind of would like to see that back center player, though, come out behind Austin Buffton and try to force the issue on this side. Try to bully Henry Sense and get forward penetration on the snake side a little bit more. The Ironmen aren't going to give you anything to shoot. This is, to me, a problem with Energy Elite's sort of philosophy out here. Askren looking like he wants to hunt. Someone's going to have to hunt. You're down a body, but the Ironmen have no...
But to your point, Mike, because if Askren goes hunting and the back center is just dedicated on that lane, well, then no one's really helping it. Buffton can help him a little bit, but there's so many options in this snake that I would like him to filter out this way. You have to pretty much be content to just put your Dorito side guy on an island and just let him thrive over there by himself. You can double stack bodies over there, but that's not typically how this field's been played when it's played well.
And what's going to slow down Austin Buffton from going forward? It's Henry Sense shooting the cross from the mini wall. So if you're the back center player, you try to make Henry flinch, and then you can go forward.
We've seen guys even double up here in Snake 3 to wrap around, put bodies in, and make the move across. But it's nice. It's nice for Buffton though to have a body up and to have Nelson up in that D2 position and have Pat worried about him, so you don't have that extra gun to deal with over here.
Yeah, and I like what the Ironmen are doing right now with the 1-point lead, with a body advantage, and with the spots. Wait for Energy Elite to do something. Energy Elite, I think you gotta recognize that the Ironmen aren't gonna give you an easy kill. Now we get the fill out.
I think it's even on the count because I don't see a fifth body out there.
Okay.
So you got Guest at the Aztec here, D side. Sense at the mini wall, trying to keep Buffton. Kraft on Nelson, and then Antetomaso kind of probing a little bit from Snake 3, thinking about trying to get it through Askren's gun.
So 4-on-4 situations. Number 17 for Energy Elite, now coming behind Austin Buffton.
Well, we asked for him to make some moves and to come this way, and that's exactly what he did.
He made it happen. He recognized the situation. Connecting with Buffton.
It's Robert Bowen.
Robert Bowen taking a look at the clock. He's got an empty pack, Matty. Now here comes Askren. Ooh.
Askren with a risky move. Buffton uses that chaos to get across the gap. Sense not able to put a ball in on him, so Buffton in a good spot to attack here at the 50-yard line. Guest still looking towards that D side. Only one gun looking at Buffton right now, and it's Henry Sense from the mini wall.
Yeah, really nice job by Buffton to play off that little chaos by that aborted move by Askren to make a move forward.
So it does put Energy Elite in a better position here because Buffton can be patient and wait. Maybe try to catch somebody playing a little bit too big-bodied in their spot. But Ironman really, like you talked about, not giving them much at all. Very patient here from the Ironman, protecting this lead with 6 minutes left to go.
Yeah, I think Buffton needs to get on the wrap here and just try to take another bite forward and shoot Kraft in the back. If he can just make Henry Sense flinch, he can make that move forward, shoot Pat Kraft in the back. That'll open up this point for Energy Elite.
Bowen's thinking about it. Bowen wants to move up. He's big-bodied up over the top. Playing a little like Archie Montemayor. Ooh, nice little head check back in, though. And now Henry Sense gets up to the door.
Okay, good job. I think Energy Elite picked it up. They called it Xbox. It seems like a name that would apply to that bunker. Austin Buffton just posted up inside all day.
Well, Buffton's out of paint. Bowen's out of paint. I think
Askren's
out of paint. Don't know how much paint Nelson has, but probably not much.
No one's shooting paintballs right now, Maddie. This is that high-octane offense we like to see.
Well, you got to play the field as it is, right? And this is the situation here, is it's all locked up in these moves. Ooh, Henry Sense might have got caught, though.
He was really wiggling around in there.
Maybe Nelson. I mean, we're going to see a lot of bounces today. It's not that hot yet, but it's going to be a scorcher, and it's a little humid.
Henry switching back to the snake side. Almost got caught right there. That would have really opened the door for Energy Elite. Instead, we're still in this 4-on-4. Here comes Askren, though, through the middle. He's going to bunker Pat Kraft. They trade.
And here comes Buffton. But Buffton gets smoked from Sense. Oh, he had to live through that move. That's definitely a benefit for the Ironman here. It's going to be a 2-on-2 situation right now.
3-on-2.
3-on-2.
Frank is in the 50s.
Oh, yeah, there goes Frank. So Frank's going to launch on the highway. And doesn't look like Bowen was able to put a ball on him cross field. No, it's going to be a major penalty. Major penalty assessed on the Ironman. I think it's going to be Frank. So the referee threw the flag, pointed towards Frank, pulled out Sense.
It's going to be a point for Energy Elite because the major pulled the last body. They called a major on Frank. The refs believe he got shot before he bunkered Nelson.
Well, Nelson was shooting at him the whole way. I mean, I'm not nearly as close as the ref is, but I didn't see any paint blow off of Frank during the run.
Frank is standing there saying, I'm not shot. So I don't know how the major penalty happens if he's not shot.
Obviously running too fast, Mike. Too skinny, too fast now for Frank. No, so yeah, Frank's coming over. Tom Guest is hanging out there still. Sense is always going to be involved in any argument out there. But this is a big one. This is huge. Ironmen are 1-1 right now. Energy Elite desperately needs this point.
Yeah, and it looked like the Ironmen were executing well there. Henry Sense shot Buffton in transition.
So here's the run. We got a little bit of a glare here on our screen, so I'll do our best to see if we can see any paint on him. Maybe run that back a little bit. Yeah, so he wouldn't have been shot on his front. We're not going to see it from there. Let's look for a spray. We can track it back as far as maybe right there. No. Okay, so maybe, I can't tell if that's his pack just flapping or if that was a spray.
No, that's pack flapping.
Yeah, pack flapping with a little glare, a little lens flare off the. Still don't see anything.
Trozen will review this. Henry Sense is talking about how Bowen for Energy Elite had no air, as if his paint was soft in the air cross field. Frank is adamant that he hasn't been shot, so the Ironmen going to argue their case. Henry, Shane Pistana, and Mike Paxson talking with the head ref and Jason Trozen, our lead commissioner.
Well, I can see why Frank's a little frustrated, obviously, because of the situation. But when the ref points at him, there's an Energy Elite player. Nelson was walking past him, so the ref's pointing towards him. So Frank's like, wait, is the major on me or is it on Nelson?
And I do like the way Frank and Henry reacted there, you know, like kind of asking for clarification, not freaking out.
You can see Coach Mike Paxton here in the pits. Let's listen real quick.
You ran 9 miles, so obviously you had to see it hit him. Where did it hit him at?
In the leg.
In the bottom of the shoe?
Like, in the leg. Yeah, I saw.
Okay, well, we'll see.
They're gonna.
Literally, he couldn't shoot. I seen his balls go blah, 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 blah. I mean, he couldn't even get that.
They can reach. Yeah, if he had no gun.
They're going to review it.
No, I know they're going to review it. I know that. Yeah, I know.
So the ref saying he saw it hit his leg and then bottom of the leg, and then Mike goes, the bottom of the shoe?
The bottom of the shoe as in, oh, did he step on a paintball and you thought it was a hit?
Yeah. Well, got to sell it. You always got to sell your argument. It's kind of part of the game. Always parental advisory when we got to the pits.
I think he has a good case, though. I mean, I think he's right.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, show me the Carfax.
Show me the Carfax, Mike Paxton says.
Better fucking chance to hit him than that gun.
Keeping it light. I like it. Smiling through the chaos.
Mike's always going to add a little levity into situations like this. So
it goes a long way with your team, too.
Yeah, he's a good foxhole guy. Mike Paxton's for sure on the Zombie Apocalypse team.
Ran all the way that side, then threw it there. But this
so
guy
play under review.
30 seconds.
But now we'll be in Aftershock NYX, Matty.
Yeah, tie ball game here. Chicago Aftershock having a frustrating start to 2025, not able to punch their ticket to Sunday yet. A finals appearance last year with Todd Adamson reviving this legendary name. And then New York Extreme,
10 seconds.
after getting relegated, Harris takes over the team, ML Kings in their spot, and puts together a pretty talented roster. And finally able to put a win on the board here day one yesterday. So jumping into point number 3 here, 12:38 to go, and on the breakout, looks like a 5-on-5 break. A little bit, much better field position here with Clay Hughes continuing to draw the start with how well he played yesterday, and he's immediately, essentially here in Snake 3.
Connor Kelly, though, getting a check. He's clean. That's huge. Clay Hughes definitely playing his way into the starting lineup yesterday. I feel like that's kind of changed the dynamic for Aftershock here. Lembo, he played well for or is that Kalea? It's Kalea into the center brick for NYX. So NYX with that point of emphasis in the middle. That's been their MO out here. Now LJ Parrish getting into the Dorito 1 for Aftershock.
Yeah,
5-on-5.
Aftershock, I like how they're playing today. I mean, they're pushing the issue. Yeah, it's 1-1, but they're getting into these crucial spots earlier than New York Extreme. I'm sure they watched a lot of tape on New York Extreme and saw how much they were pushing the issue in the middle. So they're going to have to contain that middle attack with either Harris, Kalea, Lembo, multiple bodies for Extreme. Had some good ones yesterday.
Aftershock playing with great pace right now. Connor Kelly close behind Clay Hughes. That allows him to feel supported and to get the good comms. Aftershock, no early deaths so far in this point. That was the problem with them yesterday. Looking better so far this morning. Still a tie game, but in a 5-on-5 situation with a highly talented roster. However, Nico Acevedo has made his way into the Snake for NYX. Clay Hughes in that Snake 3. Ooh, almost caught Lembo. NYX picks him up.
Yeah, Connor Kelly right by Hughes. They're calling codes crossfield. This is the situation where you as much as you possibly can, you have to do the work to figure out where the bodies are, and not just where they are, but which way they're dedicating their gun.
Exactly. And Will Hennessy had hopped off that Dorito 2 for NYX, made Connor Kelly flinch. Connor Kelly picked him up, let his boys know. Nico Acevedo, he played well yesterday.
Yeah, the overall strategy, I feel, has changed slightly on this D side with what we saw yesterday, is that, yeah, you need to get to that Aztec and stay alive. Ooh, they win a gunfight here. Aftershock winning a gunfight, as I believe Lembo taking a walk from that middle. It's a huge kill. Gives Aftershock a one-body advantage. But, you know, one of the reasons, like, Hennessy was playing well on this D side, a couple bodies yesterday late in the afternoon. Chris Shear, when to launch from that Aztec and start playing a little bit of offense, I think really helps, because it takes a gun off of that Snake side and allows those guys a little bit easier of an opportunity when you have more bodies over there to get up into that wedge and start playing offense.
Yeah, totally agree, Maddie. And also from that Dorito, too, you can keep eyes up the middle, so you don't have to worry about someone coming forward. Oh, Connor Kelly comes into the wedge, almost gets caught by Nico Acevedo. 5-on-4 advantage. I thought I heard a ref calling hits.
You did.
Yes.
It's Acevedo from the snake side here, taking the slow walk off, frustrating to death for him. A big two-body, high-body moment right now for Chicago Aftershock. Must convert this one here to keep their chances alive in this tournament. Again, sitting at a -4 heading into this one with no wins.
5-on-3 with 9 minutes to go. A-Rod hunting through the middle. He recognizes that they need points. He bunkers Calais clean. That should be a major on Calais, if you ask me. It's not, but still only 2 bodies left alive. It's Harris Hussein and Will Hennessy looking at 4 bodies for Aftershock.
Aftershock trying to close this one out. Hennessy and Hussein on the cross. 4-on-2.
Connor Kelly making his way into the center brick. Clay Hughes in the 50 wedge for Aftershock.
Yeah, Clay Hughes just needs to bide his time, be patient, and get through Harris's lane. They also need to get a body up on that D side.
Oh, Clay Hughes just losing a gunfight. That's tough. That changes the dynamic quite a bit. It's a 2-on-3 now.
Well, Hennessy can now jump up on his feet and really lock in these gunfights in the middle and try to win another gunfight with maybe Thomas Kim.
I think that's Trent Nita.
Oh, yeah,
the way
Nita.
he's holding his gun.
So there comes a quick move from Parrish to get to the 50 wedge, top side.
Yeah, LJ Parrish now crawling up into NYX's snake. They don't know he's there.
That could be the difference maker, because if he can get it all the way on their side, there's no guns on. Parrish should be able to win this one. There's no guns on Parrish. No one even saw him dip into there.
Yeah, he's
so the
in
center
this.
players just have to stay alive right now, and then Parrish is going to dice up Harris Hussein. Hennessy still alive, though, 2-on-1.
It's Trent Nita and Connor Kelly against Will Hennessy right there. LJ Parrish crawling all the way into NYX's snake 1. He gets Harris, but not Hennessy. Oh, and now it's a 1-on-1.
Hennessy wins the gunfight. And to take it to a 1-on-1. Oh, and then Hennessy gets shot. So Chicago Aftershock still in this one. Nice job by Connor Kelly. It was a interesting finish. Aftershock grinding their gears slightly as Harris Hussein and Will Hennessy winning 2 gunfights to make that one difficult here for Shock. It doesn't matter. This isn't Tim, and we're not counting live bodies. So Connor Kelly saving that point. And it was really Parrish. Parrish broke that one open.
Great job by LJ Parrish. He's consistently been quite good for Aftershock there, crawling all the way forward into the snake 1 of NYX and killing Harris Hussein. Trent Nita losing a gunfight to NYX, but
in the pits, there's Hennessy. Veteran presence on this new New York Extreme lineup.
Buko! Buko! You heard Nico down for a long time. We're standing down now. Brother, it's 100 Alpha. All down, please. He got up to here. You shot that one when you saw the hedge in him. You shot that? When I was in the Doritos? Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I'm back here. When you tried to shoot, you saw the edge in him and you shot him inside here? I didn't see it. I thought you meant when I was back here. Yeah. Okay, yeah, when I was in the Doritos. There's no way for you to know. I thought you meant when I was in the Alpha. No.
So crucial to know when the tendencies or when the players or tendencies of making moves to certain spots.
That's the fog of war, Maddie, is figuring out where they went, what happened, when they made the moves. The eyes on the field are sometimes better than the eyes on the sidelines. Just figuring out what literally happened is half the battle out here in the match time.
Yeah, true, though, but I don't disagree. But to add to that, a little bit of the complication is that some of the most unreliable narrators in the world are the players playing the point.
Oh, yeah,
so because they may tell you something and they're dead serious about that actually being a fact, and it was a little off.
Well, sometimes you have to test your players a little bit. It's like you know exactly what happened. You saw it with your own eyes, and then you ask them a question. Like, hey, you get shot off the break or you die in a gun battle?
Yeah.
You say, oh, on the run, and then you know exactly what happened. It's like, okay.
You're somebody I can't trust later.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like.
Yeah, we're still trying to. So no one has. Well, the Ironmen are starting to spill out on the field, but they're shaking their head in frustration. So the penalty must be standing if Sense is shaking his head.
We got this little powwow in the shade between these opponents right now, discussing the penalty. Henry Sense somehow thinking that the Energy Elite guys are going to come onto his side in this argument, perhaps?
Henry, you're not going to sell him on your argument, man.
Henry Sense is an impassioned debater in these situations. Shane Pistano. Based on the posture of the Ironman, they look disappointed. None of them look too pleased.
Yeah, smart for everyone to be hiding their packs in the shade, as we've already seen a decent amount of bouncers. It's only going to get hotter. They're still awaiting official confirmation on this potential major penalty on Frank Antetomaso. We looked at the replay, inconclusive from what we could see up here. We do have a bit of a glare as early morning sun on our screen.
It's a tricky thing because the ref cross field is the one who's going to be able to see Frank get shot in that situation. The call is definitely in his hands, but it's a long distance.
It's a long distance, and if the ref does see a paintball break off of you, even if it doesn't leave anything, you are eliminated. So maybe that's what they're discussing here. Those are always frustrating ones because then you look for the hit, there's no hit. But if the ref does see it, as long as the paintball impacts on you and breaks off of you, then you are going to be eliminated. So that's why when we were watching that replay, it's like, let's look for that splash.
Yeah.
I didn't see one.
Yeah, and we saw flashes that were sort of misleading, and I kind of wonder if the ref saw that as well, the flash of the pack in this early morning bright Ohio sun.
So trying to make sure they get the call right here, as everyone just waiting for the decision to be handed down. It has a lot of implications because the Ironman sitting at 1-1.
They've been 2-2 their first two tournaments. They missed Sunday, both situations, unable to move on in that margin ball.
Yeah, Ironman sitting at 13th, and they've been right on the precipice of Sunday, 12th and 11th. They were 2-2 with a +1 at the last event, like you said. So it's just very, very frustrating. And then if you're Energy Elite, they have yet to win a game out here in 2025. So, and we're not seeing a lot of points played on this layout. It's a very crucial decision that's about to be handed down.
Jason Trozen, always thorough. You'll see him showing guys reviews after the fact. You know, guys freak out, say, hey, this happened, no call, it should have been a call. And then he comes up and shows them the replay after, like, hey, just so you know, you were wrong. He doesn't do it that way. He just shows them the replay. But he's done that to me before. He's like, just so you know, this is what happened. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. I was wrong.
I mean, Jason he tries to get all the possible evidence he can to make the right call. He just only can go off what the evidence is and then what the call on the field is. And obviously you do have to trust your referees.
Yeah. I don't envy him at all. When people are upset with me, they just make mean comments on Instagram, or I hear about secondhand. Trozen has to hear it in his ear all weekend long.
Ooh, point going to go to the Ironman. Penalty is overturned, and we got ourselves a tie game right now. So if you're Energy Elite, with this not going your way, which it looked like it wasn't going their way anyway, so you just got to stay mentally focused right now. It's been a steady dose of frustrating one-point losses and close games all year long so far, and they just need to stay positive and confident and know they're very close because there's still a decent amount of time left on this clock.
Yeah, I see Austin Buffton giving some real solid high fives out there trying to get his boys going. I think that's the right call, Maddie. I didn't think Frank got shot.
I think it's the right call, too. Just based on what we saw. But, yeah, call overturned.
And I love that about Trozen and this ref crew is they want to get it right. There was a time before replay when it was just what the ref said was gospel.
Yeah, so.
Now, Ironman with the lead.
Yeah, Ironman with the lead. Yeah, sorry, not a tie game. Ironman with the lead. And on the breakout, looks like Packcraft's going to go up to the 50. So it's the same crew up to 50. Askren's going to go onto their side again. And he's going to hit the deck, probably going to get shot by Pat. Oh, Pat executes. See, that I just don't know about that one, right? Because Pat's been there quite often. And you got to expect that to be hot until you know it's not. So
yeah, totally agree, Maddie. And I think Tom Guest saw Askren flash through the gap and let Kraft know because Kraft was keyed up on that exact move. Nice job by the Ironman having the eyes and the comms. Now Zach Geiger taking a bite into Snake 2 for the Ironman with a 2-point lead in a 5-on-4 situation. Huge for the Ironman, trying to punch their first ticket to Sunday in 2025.
Oh, body coming off early. Is that
Guest? Uncharacteristic.
Guest or Baldwin?
No, it's Guest.
Guest, yeah, Guest taking the walk. So Not going to matter, though, as we're going to see a concession from Energy Elite. Enough work had been done.
Pat Kraft Jr. throws a pod 100 feet into the air, puts 4 fingers to the sky for their fallen teammate, Jerry Caro.
Big 3-point lead. Yeah, definitely should remind everyone that the Ironmen are playing for more than just a tournament win, as the untimely passing of Jerry Caro. They're playing for their fallen brother right now. And they're looking good. A 3-point lead in this situation on this field, that's rough. That's because now Energy Elite chasing 3, really going to have to push the issue, and they got to be careful about margin.
Absolutely.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter because they lost 2 yesterday. It's a must-win situation. Margin is of little consequence at this point in time, as they have to. If you don't get at least one win on the board, you have no chance.
Yeah, and if you're the Ironman, you like the win, and if you can, run up the score. Give yourself a chance, even if you, God forbid, lose that last game.
Yeah, margin more important for them, right?
Yep.
They're sitting at 1-1, and if they drop this next game, a big win here would be huge for them. So 5-on-5 break. Shock with the lead. 7:24 on the clock. Nita's going to launch up the middle very quickly, though. If that's Hughes again, man, Hughes has just been omnipresent in that Snake 3 position.
Yeah, that is Hughes. And they also sent LJ Parrish out to the corner. So Aftershock able to get wide without any difficulty so far against NYX. That's been a huge factor in this game. Aftershock with the wide presence and living the first 30 seconds with all 5 alive.
Yeah, that's why I like how these game plans and the execution on it. They're getting up on the Snake side, or on their Snake side, quickly with Hughes. He's getting into Snake 2 or Snake 3 right off the break, essentially, and then they're getting out wide and up on the D side. So it's looking good here for Shock.
It's Raymond Bucco getting into the Snake for NYX. New pickup out of Johnston, Rhode Island. Like seeing him get the spin after Nico Acevedo died early in that last point. NYX sitting at 1-1. Would love to find a way to tie this one up. Also looking to make Sunday for the first time this year. Both these teams so hungry right now.
Yeah, Aftershock does need to try to run the score up if they can find a way to win this one. They have 6 minutes and 15 seconds left. It's a -4 heading into today, and they have to play AC Diesel next.
So definitely positional advantage for Aftershock. Aftershock, I'm sure, aware of the situation, needing points here. A win is great at 0-2, but gonna have to erase that 3-0 defeat to the Tauntauns if you want to play tomorrow. Kalea now making a move across into that mini wall. That's gonna make it harder for Clay Hughes to go forward into that 50 wedge. Meanwhile, Trent Nita making sure Bucco can't come forward.
Yeah, and just tucked into their spots right now, talking it up. Shock, rolling guns. They are thinking about making moves on that Snake side, though.
Yeah,
Tower looks like he wants to get, or the Can looks like he wants to get across. The mini wall looks like he wants to move up.
Yeah, I heard really good comms. I don't know from who. It's like, hey, help Trent get up. You know, letting Trent Nita get forward. Now he's hunting in that center brick is Trent Nita for Aftershock.
Yeah, and also Thomas Kim filters into that wedge.
Josh Taylor calling caution 200, worried about a forward Dorito presence. Trent Nita backing off, trying to get eyes on Ray Bucco and the Snake for NYX.
So this is that situation where if they could get Parrish up a little bit, it would start to take a little bit of pressure off those 3 bodies from Nita on over to Hughes. The issue is that there are multiple guns looking towards LJ Parrish.
Yeah, he's got to go through Hennessy and Josh Taylor right now. Connor Kelly filtering across into the Snake. Ray Bucco does come forward into the Snake 3 for NYX. Thomas Kim does have his gun that way, so Bucco not going to be able to come forward uncontested into the 50 wedge. Josh Taylor engaging Clay Hughes Snake way. Now Kalea filtering up into that Snake side wedge. Bucco on the wrap from the Snake 3. He looks like he wants to take a bump if it's available.
Yeah, Mike Bucco definitely looks like he wants to get across. He checks up on the lane and stays there. Running referee coming in to check out the Aztec D side on Hennessy. Hennessy's clean. Taylor up in the middle, talking nicely and just putting his gun to try to keep Hughes from moving up into that 50. He's going to switch back off and try to put some paint downfield here on the D side to keep LJ Parrish from moving out of that back corner.
It's 2 in the Snake 3 for Aftershock. Connor Kelly went in there to get Clay Hughes forward. Hughes does take the move into the 50 wedge.
And Taylor had just come off that lane. So if Taylor had stayed dedicated that way, could have had a chance to put a ball on him, but not going to happen. So Aftershock offensive-minded, playing on their toes on that top side.
Yeah, it's just Kalea shooting Snake Way. Now Thomas Kim retreating to the wall. Hughes ripping that bounce shot off the pin, trying to get one to zip in on Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor feeling the heat in that center brick. Nita looks like he wants to come get him.
Yeah, they're pumping tons of paint on the bounce shot off the pin. It's not going to work, and here comes Nita. Nita's going to get blasted, though, before he gets to Taylor. No penalty going to be assessed, though, but grinding their gears, trying to crack through this line. Chicago Aftershock losing a crucial body.
Really nice move by Will Hennessy. He dipped out just in time to catch Nita on the move through the middle.
Yeah, Hennessy's been playing well for New York Extreme, so it's a 4-on-5 situation as LJ Parrish moves up into D2. Connor Kelly dips into the inside, gets to the wedge. Hughes still alive at the 50. I mean, it's interesting because Aftershock's playing like they're down, even though they're up, but they know that they need as many points as possible with the upcoming battle against AC Diesel.
Yeah, Clay Hughes backing up, trying to get Josh Taylor off the field. Josh Taylor is really the safety valve right now for NYX. Up a body, down a point. Aftershock not content with their 1-point lead. They want to get another one on the board if at all possible.
Paint going to be an issue as we hit 2 minutes on the clock. Another longer point out here. Everyone needs to carry about a case of paint out on their backs. LJ Parrish is down to his last pod. Thomas Kim's low.
Ray Bucco, Kalea, and Josh Taylor holding it down for NYX right now.
Thomas Kim has pushed on over into the door. Little mini brick, and Connor Kelly at the wedge, posted up.
Ray Bucco's going to have to find a way to make a move forward. If you're NYX, you can't get confused by the way Aftershock's playing the pace. Aftershock has the lead here.
Yeah.
We're talking about margin, but in the match, NYX is down.
Yeah, NYX is, that's why it was kind of funny, because NYX is playing this one, locking up these lanes with Shock, pressing the issue, like they had a lead. That's not the case. Now, they do have a win on the board already, so they could drop this one and still be in this tournament, but New York Extreme.
But, Maddie, we don't want to see 5 sinners on the field right here at the end of this.
Yeah, no, we don't. New York Extreme also has to play Red Legion next. They're going to lose Bucco. Here comes a move across from Harris Hussein as Josh Taylor pushing the issue up in the middle. He's going to commit. Tries to come through, get a shot on Hughes. He gets blown to pieces by Connor Kelly. Thomas Kim pops the top of 47 seconds left to go, but LJ Parrish is going to get shot. It's going to be a 3-on-2 still in favor here as Harris Hussein of Extreme. Connor Kelly, Thomas Kim left alive here for Shock. Try to protect the lead with 36 seconds left. Thomas Kim is going to blow up Harris Hussein, but they drop the ball here and don't put a ball on. Who's that? It's Kalea. Kalea comes through to trade. We're under a minute. Is the penalty going to be assessed? But it looks like the point is stolen by Connor Kelly. Connor Kelly getting to the buzzer here with 24 seconds left to go as the chaos was going down here on the bottom side of the field.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Connor Kelly. He runs in and hits the buzzer. NYX begging for the penalty on Thomas Kim. I think they had something of a case there, but not going to matter.
Well, chaotic end to this point as the body advantage squandered by New York Extreme, grinding gears on the offense down a point. First, it was Bucco. He gets shot. And then here comes Thomas Kim, smokes Harris Hussein, but they lost Kalea. Kalea comes through to shoot Thomas Kim. Can't really see when Kim gets shot from this angle. The referee.
From that angle, it actually looks better because Thomas Kim wrapped high on the inside and definitely saw Kalea launching.
Yeah.
So I think he had a moment to swing his gun.
And, of course, Harris Hussein and Kalea are going to be pleading their case in that situation in the pits now with a frustrated New York Extreme down 2.
Huge win by Aftershock there. 2 points, that's big.
There's still 24 seconds left, but up 2. Yeah, that's it's going to be a win for Shock.
3-0 Ironman. Pat Kraft just sitting on that gap for Askren. He shoots him. It's a trade. I don't know how, or no, that was Portman. However, Kyle Nicolau dying early, so 4-on-3 advantage to Energy Elite.
And then filtering up as the second body on the attack with the middle after the first burst from Portman is going to be Askren, who gets to the Ironman side.
Ref coming in to check. Oh, so that's a kill. So 3-on-3, but Frank Antetomaso dies, so 2-on-3. Askren comes through and kills Henry clean.
Tries to trade with Guest after getting the shot on Sense. Not able to do it, but a double stack of attackers here on the bottom side for Energy Elite to try to win a quick one with 2:20 on the clock.
1-on-2, and they got to go through Tom Guest in the back center. That's a big gun with a 3-point lead and only 2 minutes left.
think this is the new kid, 15-year-old Ryan Stevens.
15? Holy cow.
Yeah, he's played some semi-pro. Kid's been playing for a while, but we don't really see too many 15-year-old pros.
Not that long, Maddie. You can't play till you're 10 years old.
He had a half a decade. Well, there's still have some work to do here.
No paint on his back, though. Good comms, though. Says it's only Tom Guess. Ooh, Guess almost catches the 15-year-old phenom. 99 slipping into. Oh, Guess gets picked up by Buffton, though. So Energy Elite with a minute 30, going to go down 2.
Oh, let's spin Stevens again.
Get shot moving, it's not a flag. It's actually not a flag. He's allowed to go to the nearest safety and then check himself, Austin Buffton. That's the language in the rule book. I always tell players, worth your while to spend about 40 minutes reading all the relevant pages. Maybe take 1 hour to know the rules.
No, you just want to just argue.
Just argue, not know what you're talking about, and expect things to go your way.
It's more fun that way.
Yeah.
In the pits here. Energy Elite. Young rookie sensation, Ryan Stevens, 15 years old.
Wow. So he just went from rentals to tournaments to semi-pro, like boom, boom, boom.
I talked to his dad earlier, and played some semi-pro paintball. I'm trying to remember who it was. Let's get a look here on the recon.
Looks like they might be reviewing that last moment, the clock not running here on Chicago Aftershock NYX. I wonder if Trojan is looking to see if that was a penalty on Thomas Kim. Typically, they only review things when it was called on the field. Could just be a technical timeout here.
Well, Shock sitting at a 2-point spread. Needs it. They got to play. Yeah, it looks like we got to replay it, see if this is the same angle. Different angle. Okay, so there's Thomas Kim, right-hand side. Here comes Kalea.
Oh, he did not see him. He's up in the air.
He sees him in the air.
Yeah, and Kalea doesn't shoot him till right there.
Yeah, that looks like
a
a trade. I could see why New York Extreme was arguing, though, because it did look like Kalea got the drop-in on him.
Right.
But you see the athleticism of Kim to switch his gun at the top of his arc on the jump?
Yeah, that was incredible. Nice job.
That was impressive.
And the body posture looked like penalty, but I think when it actually shut down, it was not a penalty.
Yeah, if Clay had shot him a little bit earlier, but didn't look like he did. I mean, at least from our angle.
Yeah, and this is the hardest game to ref, right? The difference between one guy shooting another is milliseconds. But now, Aftershock with the 2-point lead. They're going to send it here, I bet, Maddie, trying to get another one on the board, even with just 24 seconds left. Sure enough, here comes...
Not a full send. Extreme sends it, loses 2 up the middle. They're going to lose a third. With 14 seconds left to go, Shock's got a chance to stack up another point here if they commit.
Todd Martinez freaking out on Connor Kelly for not sending it there. Looking at the clock, just 2 seconds left to go. Todd Martinez very upset with his players for not seeing those NYX bodies come off and get on the gas pedal there.
Yeah, they had a big high body situation with about maybe 17 seconds left to go, but just didn't commit on the attack.
So in those situations, that's what we say. We're going to have one offensive thing. If we see the bodies come off, we send it. If we lose the bodies, we hold up and take the victory. The bodies came off, but the send didn't come. Frustrating, but still, if you're Aftershock, doing okay margin, sitting at 1 and 2. You have a chance, not a great one, but you have a chance.
You have a chance, and we'll see how it all shakes out. But because we just haven't, there's been a lot of close games, not a lot of blowouts. The margin's probably going to be around +1 or maybe even 0 on this one. So with this 2-point, Todd, it's a show. If we want to grow paintball, we have, when the entertaining stuff happens, we have to put a camera
I think that's entertaining. I feel him on that, Todd. Sometimes you get so hot in there, you don't want that camera. But
yeah,
I hear you, Matt.
Do you think the managers in baseball, when they're running out to yell at the umpires, are like, no, don't film this? No, that's not how it works. Oh, here comes the push right now with 1:19.
Yeah, Portman getting Kraft off the field. Kraft has played really well for the Ironman in this one. However, Zach Geiger got into the snake. Kyle Nicolau dedicated on the center. Just making sure Energy can't come forward into their end. Askren now, though, is on to the Ironman's brick 4-on-3 situation. Advantage Ironman.
Yeah, Ironman just trying to steal up this victory here.
Oh, minor penalty on the Dorito player, so now it's just Austin Buffton left alive, so Ironman going to put another one on the board. That's huge for them. Tom Guest gets team killed, but not going to be a big deal. Henry Sent's going to run in.
Yeah, and again, Energy Elite had to go for it because they're sitting with no wins, right? So you can't really have a margin conversation if you are not able to put a win on the board. This is looking good for the Ironmen now, though, as they had a win and a loss yesterday, close on the margin. Yeah. This is definitely helping their chances to finally punch a ticket to Sunday.
I'll tell you what, Henry Sent, he's been out here a long time. He's ended up on the bubble back on Revo a lot of times. That guy knows the margin math better than anyone I know. And he's always going to know the situation there. Get the kills, run, get that extra point. We want it for the margin. Nicely done by the Ironman there. In X-Ball now as that Aftershock NYX match is a wrap. Ironman up 4-1.
Let's listen in real quick.
We both do. And Henry, I'm going to call timeout. Hey, if we're ever really, a little bit, if we're ever really, let's just slow it out there.
I was going to say they had the score wrong for a second. Is there some mystery penalty we didn't know about?
He dies. It's not like we have a job anyway. That's true. Hey, need my gun. Get my gun.
1 minute.
Hey, grab my gun. 30 seconds. Hey, we call that one. All the timeout, so we're good. You want me to go God again? It's 30 seconds. Yeah, no, what do you want from me? Hey, make sure you go. Okay. Like I said, anytime that we want to own it, we're struggling to get 3,000. Because even if we get shot, we don't. One suggestion. Do you want me to go the back center shooting for Garrett, the shooting pipe, and the beast guy is now going corner? Hey. No, yeah, inside.
Hey,
Garrett.
30 seconds.
Time
No
out.
penalties. No penalties. No fucking around. No, hey, no arguing with the refs. No fucking around. Okay, we got a new game.
Hey, it's good to have two world champion Hall of Famers in the tense moments.
Yeah.
Bring a little composure to the situation.
Especially with the Ironman, you can hear they have a real sense of urgency right now. It seems like they want to even put another point on the board.
Well, blowouts are rare.
Right.
On this layout, we haven't really seen too many blowouts. What was it? Dynasty Sea Dogs, I think, was the biggest one yesterday.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of 2-1 games. We had a 1-0 game.
No mercy rule games.
Right.
I can't remember the last time we went through a day and didn't have a mercy rule win.
Good point, Maddie. Now, Ironman up 4-1, but would love to add another one here. They're going to be sitting at 2-1 almost certainly after this one. They want to give themselves a little cushion going into their last match of the prelims.
Yeah, Ironman playing the Hurricanes in Game 4. Should be going down around 11 o'clock. And Energy Elite's next game is against Edmonton Impact. And Impact looked really good yesterday.
Yeah, one of the favorites for sure. They looked excellent.
Yeah, probably the best communication of any team that I saw.
Now, let's see what Energy Elite goes with here. Down 3. Very little time left. Just 30 seconds. Kraft instantly concerned about someone coming to his end.
Yeah, the game plan when you know your opponents need quick points is to go to battle up the middle. And that's why the Ironman are sending Pack out. I mean, he's been there anyway, but here comes Buffton cutting the seam. Goes to the Hertz Tower untouched. Wrapping around, trying to make sure he can run through. He's got to get through the cans gun. And he's going to get smoked as he tried to wrap around as time expires. So, final score. Buffton is just still yelling at the referees. Got to be careful with that.
Buffton upset.
Yeah, I get the frustration. It's just been very difficult for them. This is actually the biggest loss that they've taken all year.
Good point.
Which tells me that they're, good enough to contend out here. They just need to fix a few things. There's just small mistakes that are happening that are costing them these points. But if 3 points is the worst loss you've taken, that's kind of impressive through almost 3 events for them.
Yeah.
For, again, a new roster. And they had a ton of roster changes, too. So they just need to try to stay as composed as possible. But congratulations to the Ironmen. And Aftershock getting wins here in set number one. It's already getting heated. It's also going to heat up temperature-wise today. Next up, it's going to be the Tauntauns taking on AC Diesel. And X Factor taking on the Hurricanes here at 2025 Midwest Open. Third stop on the NXL Tour this year. Matty Marshall with Mike Jeffrey. We'll be back.
Winning 3 in a row is absolutely insane. So few teams have done it. I believe we're the third pro team to have ever won 3 straight events.
I think the other teams hope that they can put as much work and time into it as we do. I wish them good luck in those situations, but I feel like we're going to be able to work harder than anybody else in the league. And as we've shown, we're going to continue to win tournaments.
Now with back-to-back wins, I feel like that's a stepping stone that we reached, and the goal is to keep winning. Try to win as many as possible, win a series. That's the next steps, and it's always trying to get better, trying to progress as owners, players, teammates, brothers, friends, everything we can. Just keep progressing in life, and that's the goal.
Yeah, next step is 3 in a row this season, 4 in a row altogether, and then we'll keep going from there. Next up is Ohio. So NXL Ohio, we're coming for you.
No take. Ricky the Boston. No take. No take.
4-on-4 situation. Harris with that forward penetration in the middle. Now Stephen O'Mara coming forward. Now Stephen's going to get him clean. Nicely done.
O'Mara going headhunting on Harris Hussein, and he stays alive doing it. So great move by Stephen O'Mara.
Now he's going to come up here and shoot the can in the back right now. I'm not sure how the can's not dead, but big move right now. O'Mara got shot in the pack.
Yeah, he did kill Acevedo before that happened, and Arsenal going to clean up that last player off the Doritos side.
Hey, I heard him shooting his gun, so I blocked him out and baited him to come get me. Wait to kill him on his move. Who shot you, Elliot? Bang, bang. Bang. 287. Back center. Oh, wait, no, there's still another one. 200, 200, 200. Benny, me and you made the same mistake. We did not connect midpoint. I'm covering off the middle.
Yes, 2-on-4 situation. NYX. Oh, that's a major. He's going to shoot him. That's a major.
Upgrade coming through, and it's going to call. They're going to call it a minor.
Yep. Hey, they got a penalty. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay
Taylor,
free.
you're
Stay
in the
free.
snake.
I think we killed the snake with the penalty. 2 on the Dorito. It should be kill 3. Obama.
2-on-2.
Yeah, but this is just
too little, too late.
Voting's very well for Arsenal. Who cares? You're up 4-0. You've already got 2 wins on the board.
Oh, JC
win out.
Harris.
Margin doesn't mean anything.
1-on-1.
Yeah, here comes JC. Goes right at him. JC Whittington.
Oh, don't hurt yourself,
the legend,
JC.
47 years old.
47 years old, JC Whittington.
Still got it, baby. Get this man some oxygen.
Oh, man. You gonna let that old man do that to you? Oh, man. What is that? Is that nail? That's a goose egg. That's a goose egg. Way to be, JC. Grit, motherfuckers. Woo! Hey, that's the fucking grit, motherfucker. Hey, we almost gave them 3 points. Hey, but each one of us fucking stepped up when we fucking needed to. Hey, what happened in the beginning? What happened? We forgot the fucking process. Me, Benny, both forgot the process. We tried to be like, yeah, we could fill out real quick. Be alive. Be the fuck alive. All right, that's the difference maker. When we are alive. Yeah. Hey, me and Benny both made quick moves. Shouldn't have happened. Hey, we're 120 grit.
Yeah, sir.
120 grit for the next one.
We got more.
Okay?
We got more.
Everybody step the fuck up. Everybody's here. Everybody's ready to fucking roll. Come on. Hey.
Now they got the guns on.
Closet! Kill the closet! Kill the closet! We gotta be alive. Hey! Diesel, America off the break. Hold the zone. Delta money inside.
Diesel! Diesel!
Welcome back here, 2025 NXL Midwest Open. Amanda Marshall here alongside Mike Jeffrey. We are about to watch the second set here. Prelim battles going down on center court. It's going to be the Tauntauns taking on AC Diesel, Mike, along with X Factor taking on the Hurricanes. Diesel, Tauntauns first. Tauntauns had a good one yesterday, playing off the momentum, the second place finish in Atlantic City. Diesel struggling a little bit yesterday, though. Dropped a game to NYX and also then lost to Legion. So definitely need 2 wins to have any chance to move on to Sunday for Diesel.
Yeah, Diesel looking fresh in the white jerseys, switching the swag up, but going against a Tauntauns team that has really found its stride. Marky Franz, Axel Gaudin, Fabrice Colombo, Konstantin Fedorov, the kill count leader yesterday of anybody out here, playing great on the Snake side for the Tauntauns.
Yeah, Konstantin Fedorov is an absolute force multiplier when he's on, and he's definitely been on since day 2 in Atlantic City. He was great yesterday. On the breakout right now, looks like a 5-on-5 break. Tauntaun's going to double up that back center, get checked back in, but staying more in the pocket very quickly. Diesel able to get all the way up into Snake 2 very fast. And looks like he's going to be in Snake 3 here, top side of your screen, very quickly.
Yeah, that's Alex Goldman. Ran it off the break. have not seen a lot of guys get shot off the break going to the snake, and Alex Goldman, one of the fastest ever play the game, quickly into the snake 3.
So better field position early for Diesel. It's a little deceptive on this layout. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for joining us here. Day 2 of these prelim battles. Got a lot of paintball to play here, a little outside of Cincinnati. But just because you've taken those forward positions does not really give you that much of an advantage, because getting past there, you got multiple angles, multiple guns to deal with, and it looks like the first body to drop is going to be for Diesel.
That was Fedorov on the wrap from the snake 3, kills Jesse Stevens, now making the move all the way into Diesel's side of the field. Might have gotten a shot in on that Dorito Aztec player. I don't think so, but Fedorov taking all the heat. He did indeed kill Silos Cortez.
So he's done a lot of work already and needs to be patient right here. He wraps around, gets gunned up on that back center, but let this play develop slightly. Either that or just shoot everyone if you're Fedorov, but he's got a lot of people worrying about him right now. Well, actually, those snake players have come off of Fedorov mysteriously.
Yeah, he actually has no guns on him right now.
So he could go because he's put the back center in. Okay, now Mouse is on him. Yeah, so Mouse, so this is what I'm talking about. You just got to chill out a little bit in that position. You've already done the lion's share of the killing. Just be a little bit patient. Mouse had to stand up in that snake 3 position, was able to get a ball in on Fedorov on a head check. So nice kill to stop the bleeding here for Alex Goldman.
Still Fedorov clocking in, getting 2 kills. Now Axel Gaudin getting into the Dorito 2 for the Tauntauns. I believe it's a 4-on-3. Did another body come off for the Tauntauns?
Well, another body's coming off right now is Clint Johnson taking the walk for AC Diesel. So just 2 bodies left alive currently for Diesel. It's 4-on-2, favor of the Tauntauns.
Yeah, I believe it's Spitzma in the wedge. We're in the mini wall. Colombo now filtering out. I believe it's just Alex Goldman left alive now for AC Diesel.
And that's going to force the concession. So Konstantin Fedorov clocks in yet again, tearing people to pieces over here. AC Diesel finally stops it. Alex Goldman getting the shot in on him, but not before he'd done all the damage that made the difference.
Yeah, and Axel Gaudin, nice job. Once Konstantin Fedorov had done his damage, making his move into the Dorito 2. Here's Fedorov shooting Silos Cortez. And then he switches inside and then just catches one for Mouse. Mouse had stood up tall in that snake 3. But Fedorov leading the way for all. Got a lot of killers out here, but he's not sitting at number 1 right now, Matty.
Yeah, he's it's Konstantin Fedorov. You know, he's one of the best ever to do it. And when he's feeling it, when it's working, he's slightly untouchable.
Meanwhile, X Factor sitting at 1-1 after dropping one to the Ironman yesterday. Hurricanes also 1-1, but going to lose 2 bodies off the break and catch a minor, so losing 3 bodies. Great start to this Saturday morning for San Antonio X Factor.
Yeah, so it should be an easy one for X Factor once they count the bodies. It's a lot to a little on the body count, 5-on-2.
Yeah, you hear a lot of teams calling Ricky when they see bodies come off the right side of the field. So a triple Ricky right there, and now Billy Bernaccia crawling forward in the snake 2, but he catches one in the pack. A little sloppy there from Billy.
Yeah, it was Nick Ripple from the can. Coast-to-coast shot.
Yeah, Thomas Taylor was talking about how tall players in that can drop one in on you. Nick Ripple has the height there, but Archie Montemayor quick to take the real estate over, correcting the calls to Matt Jackson in the middle.
Archie Montemayor going to get up in the snake 3. Still a big high body moment for X Factor to try to capitalize on. Archie Montemayor, snake 3 inside with Matt Jackson, and that is actually going to force a concession.
So now we're seeing coaches be much quicker on the concession in this day 2, recognizing these low-scoring situations, needing points, not willing to spend the time on low-odd situations given the pace of play out here.
Yeah, I think that is absolutely the correct call. You never know when an 8-minute point is going to pop off, and preserving every precious second of that time when you're at a drastic disadvantage, particularly early on, is a good call.
Yeah, you're going to have those long 4-on-4s or 3-on-3s. We've seen so many of those. So in a 2-on-4 with no spots, why waste the time?
Looking at that replay, getting shot in the head there, back center. Lots of teams doubling up that back center. It is a slight risk, but getting that extra gun up, pretty beneficial. And the finish there. So now AC Diesel down 1. See if they can get a good start. These teams switching sides when points are won. So Tauntaun's now on the blue side and Diesel in those white jerseys on the red side. And it looks like they're going to be dropping their first body as Goldman going to be taking the walk.
But Fedorov also dying, so both Snake players dying for each team off the break. Nice job, I believe it was Fabrice Colombo. No, I think it was Spitzmo who shot Mouse off the break. And Mark Baginski who shot Fedorov off the break. Haven't seen a ton of that, but both teams doing well, getting those Snake players off the field.
Baginski going to move up to the mini wall. Clint Johnson posted up at the South Electronics can. We're looking at Fabrice Colombo making the move across, and he's going to glide right into Snake 1 here for the Tauntauns.
Axel Gauden, meanwhile, already into the Dorito 2 for the Tauntauns. So really nice development here for the Tauntauns. Positional advantage, even body count.
Yeah, Tauntaun's slightly better here in the field position. Clint's pretty aggressive, so look for him to try to get into the Snake. And BJ Henningberg up the middle, though, a little bit earlier, so a little bit better field position for AC Diesel with BJ Henningberg up the middle. Slightly better position outside and on that top side with Colombo and the Snake with the Tauntauns. But there goes Clint Johnson, dips into Snake 1, crawls right to Snake 2.
Yeah, I think he recognized that Marky Franz was shooting the Snake 2, so it seemed as though the Tauntauns already believed he was in there, so he knew they weren't going to be shooting the gap on the entryway. So good job, Clint Johnson, taking over the real estate after Alex Mouse Goldman takes the early walk, but he's got Axel Gauden in that Dorito 2 in front of him. They can't see each other down the wire, but we're seeing players, especially on the Dorito side, take those steps out wide to sneak one in. Oh, and BJ Henningberg going to die, believe, off the bounce shot.
That bounce shot getting pretty lethal. Lots of bounce shots here on this field, and then here comes Fabrice Colombo past to the 50-yard line, top side for the Tauntauns. The one-body advantage.
Yeah, so Tauntauns really have the spots. They got the body advantage. It's going to be on Clint Johnson, Baginski, or Spica to try to win a gunfight here. Already down a point. To have any chance at moving on to Sunday, they need this win. The whole tournament hanging in the balance here for AC Diesel.
Yeah, Tauntauns looking real good. Up a point, 2 wins on the board here in game 3. Clint Johnson gets into Snake 3. Got Baginski right next to him.
He's got to deal with Marky Franz, Fumi Blanche, shooting that gap into the 50 wedge.
Just that one-body advantage, so if someone on Diesel can step up, win a gunfight. It's going to be tough, though, because the Tauntauns tucked in nicely into their spots. They got some decent penetration over here, bottom side with Axel and D2.
Yeah, and the Tauntauns are really disciplined right now. They got Spitzma keeping eyes on the Dorito side, Marky Franz keeping eyes in his gun up on the Snake side, Fabrice Colombo in the 50 wedge, and Axel Gauden in the Dorito 2. That is a nice spread with a body advantage and a 1-point lead, and they don't care about margin. They win this game, they're playing tomorrow.
Yeah, playing with a little bit of freedom of action here for the Tauntauns with a lot of positives in there on their side.
And also, I think with the heat being a factor, getting that bye could be so critical tomorrow. Playing one fewer game in potentially 100-degree heat with humidity, keeping your legs fresh, especially a team like the Tauntauns that likes to roll their starting 5 all day.
Yeah, the deeper you are, the better, and especially when we're talking about depth, we're talking about putting your 8th or 9th man out and them still being just as good as that starting 5. Some teams, it's much more the case than others.
Clint Johnson definitely knows the situation, just called out all 4 spots where the Tauntauns are, but
like Kyle Spica was trying to get a little creative in a gunfight from that Aztec as the island on that Dorito side for AC Diesel. Had to check back in, though, almost got caught.
Yeah, he's in a tricky spot because Fabrice Colombo owns that whole wire and has the wrap on him. So even if Spica would like to generate offense, it's going to be so hard to get outside with both Spitzma and Fabrice Colombo giving him problems. Axel taking a step off the wire, looking like you want to sneak one in on Clint Johnson, but also recognizing the situation with the lead and the body advantage. Maintaining that body advantage so important here for the Tauntauns. Now Clint Johnson trying to rip a bounce shot off the center brick into Fabrice Colombo, but those were zipping high into the net.
Little tactical retreat for Baginski, the Iceman, as he gets back to the mini wall, goes right back to the wedge.
Yeah, that's a nice move by Baginski going back and forth. Just try to sneak a shot in on Fabrice Colombo and also confuse the Tauntauns. Get lost a little bit. He moved back into the wedge but didn't shoot his gun.
Johnson's going to come across, though, Mike. Gets across the gap and makes it clean. He's going to have a potential crossfield shot on Colombo. And he's ripping a lane over the top of that bunker, and then he's going to retreat and gets caught on the retreat. So talked about getting out wide for these Dorito players. Axel able to dip out a few feet off that bunker, get the kill on Johnson. They're going to lose Spica as well, too. That leaves just Baginski. So Tauntaun's doing everything they need to do here, capitalizing in a high body situation, burning a little bit of clock off as well. And it's going to stack up 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I don't hate the idea there from Clint Johnson to retreat, trying to bait Axel to come and bunker him, but unfortunately getting caught on the retreat. And then it was just a matter of time from that point. Really nice controlled point with good pace by the Tauntauns.
I'll see if X Factor can try to stack up another one against the Hurricanes. Hurricanes going to need a cleaner break. And we're in the pits. A little bit of a frustrated AC Diesel right now.
Kyle, I need a little bit more out of you on the comms, Kyle. What? I need a little bit more out of you on the comms.
Well, look, I thought I was doing. I thought it was fine.
I'm asking.
We don't know.
Hold on.
It feels like island though. When our guy is S3. I felt like that yesterday. He probably felt like that just now.
I'm just saying we're calling Chicago.
Really good conversation in there by AC Diesel. No one getting hot.
Yeah, trying to keep it positive, productive. On the breakout, 5 bodies live this time for the Hurricanes. Maybe for a sec. Okay, yeah, 5 bodies. Pate's going to move at a doubling up that back center. So it's Camp and Ripple. Camp in the back center, Ripple at the can, and Pate just moved up into the mini wall. Stu Ridgel, early penetration up the middle for the Hurricanes. Ripple dives into the snake.
Yeah, Billy Bernaccia already in the snake too for X Factor. I believe that's Colt Roberts playing that little door in the center of the field. And then then cutting across back to the mini wall. Good job by Colt Roberts, recognizing that Ripple had gotten into the snake 3. He retreats in order to be able to shoot the gap forward. And then it's Cody Bayless, TJ Danner, and Meter Ninos in the backfield. X Factor up 1. Still a long way to go in this one. 5-on-5 start to this point.
Yeah, 5-on-5, which benefits X Factor sitting on this lead. Could be a long one here. Ripple shooting the inside cut. Ridgel's going to stay dedicated on that top side lane. Penalty, though, this could quicken things for the Hurricanes as TJ Danner leave the penalty on him. That pulls out Meter. Could have been vice versa.
No, I believe it was on Danner. I think he has a little hit on the top of his loader that he did not feel or see.
But look at this, though. Billy Bernaccia turning the tables here. Top side, he shoots Stu Ridgel. But good zone control from the Hurricanes as he gets caught. Colt Roberts is going to try to launch an attack as the chaos slightly sets in. Nick Ripple head checks away from a fight here on your screen and stays alive. Cody Bayless in front of him. 4-on-2 situation here in favor of the Hurricanes. Cody Bayless going to get eaten up by Nick Ripple, leaving just Colt Roberts.
Colt Roberts in this situation. Might see him send it. Low odds. Probably not going to be able to hold off 4. But he's in a tough spot to make a launch. Getting shot by Nick Ripple. Hurricane's going to tie it up.
Not a penalty-filled event, but seeing a decent amount of flags fly here.
Yeah. I feel like the number of penalties is definitely increasing, too. Later in the afternoon, we saw that Blake Yarber gross major for throwing the pod. A couple majors this morning. I think also the heat plays a factor in that, too, but here's this replay. This is TJ Danner, I believe. He's going to get shot in the loader.
Yeah, left-hand side of your screen there. TJ Danner back center. Yeah, shot in the loader. Didn't feel it.
But then he looked at it.
See, this is a perfect example. A lot of times the critics will be like, oh, the pros always feel those hits. There's no way that TJ, as intelligent as he is, with a ref right on him in the back center, you can't tell me he fell or saw that. Why would he continue to play on with that hit?
Yeah, if he felt it, he would switch hands, you know?
2-0 the score right now. Tauntauns from the red side as AC Diesel pushing the issue up the middle, and they're going to get all the way across. There's no one up there to do battle with him, so he's going to be able to coast. Jesse Stevens going to get onto the Tauntaun side and pop up and possibly get a free kill. As soon as he checks inside, he's going to blow up Spitzma. He's posted up on that D side, make sure no one went out there early in the D1 or D2. There's no one in those positions to put any pressure on Jesse Stevens, but Jesse's being patient, comes around. Does he make his first shot? Oh, he does not hit his first shot here on Spitzma.
And then the clock starts ticking because now Tauntauns know he's there. Definitely want to come dig him out of that spot. Clint Johnson, though, taking some real estate. Really nice move because he'll be able to catch Spitzma if Spitzma tries to go forward to bunker Jesse Stevens. Jesse shoots Konstantin Fedorov. Huge kill. Nicely done.
Jesse being patient. Clint is now going to launch. Doesn't get to Spitzma either. So Spitzma with the force field right now. But on that, Kyle Spica able to get out wide behind Jesse, so he's got overwatch from D1. Jesse Stevens shooting inside. Oh, and he gets the kill on Axel Godin. Axel going to ask for a check. I think that one broke off his back. Might have bounced him, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good. He bounced him. Oof, man, we're going to see a lot of bouncers today.
So frustrating to put the shot in, but have it not break. But that's a factor of humidity. Good job by Kyle Spica backing up Stevens. He kills the back center player, Fabrice Colombo.
Jesse Stevens with a movement outside wide to get a better angle here on Axel Godin. Axel also with the force field broken by Kyle Spica, though, so the play call working out beautifully. Excellent execution here by Jesse Stevens and Kyle Spica. Spica's going to cut through the inside and go drop the hammer, but did not know that Spica was still alive, or that Spitzma was still alive. So Spitzma, the force field still working for him. But Jesse Stevens, that's going on the list.
Yeah, great job by Jesse Stevens to play with poise after you go up there and you miss your first shot. You know you're up in their business and they know you're there. To maintain your composure, not panic, and generate some kills methodically there. Awesome job by Jesse Stevens and by Kyle Spica to follow up and get close. Shoot hoppers. He killed Fabrice Colombo. Great two-play by Spica, even though a little sloppy there at the end.
It was excellent, an excellent coordinated attack on some needed offense at the perfect moment. But, man, Jesse Stevens, so calm in all that chaos. Got up there, missed his first shot on Spitzma. Spitzma just rocking that force field. It took him a while to dig out Spitzma.
Yeah, Diesel hanging tough.
Really good work.
The key to that play, though, or how you neutralize that play, is you have to send somebody to the brick.
Or
if you're the Tauntauns.
Or it's Axel Gaudin being inside. He's the best eyes there. But, yeah, the brick just posted on it. You're going to shoot him in the back.
But even if he's inside from that spot and hits the deck, he should be able to crawl up into that wedge, no problem. Jumping into this tie ball game here with a little under 12 to play, doubling up the middle. Middle plays developing with higher frequency here as we're starting day 2. Bell's going to go through.
And he gets shot he gets shot by the Aztec on the inside on the overwatch for Colt Roberts. So good job by Cody Bayless recognizing his job there in that Aztec.
It's still a trade, though, but the benefit of sending the 2 bodies up there is that the X Factor boys still have an attacker up there with Matt Jackson. Ripple getting into Snake 2. Pate, the mini wall. Top of your screen, but Jackson is right by them. Matt Jackson trying to be the difference maker here. And during that, did they lose 2 more bodies? I think they did. So it's a 3-on-3. Interesting tactical situation developing here.
Yeah, I didn't see Billy come off or whoever the one was on the Snake side for X Factor there. But 3-on-3. Ripple in the Snake 2. C-right out wide for the Hurricanes.
Matt's being very patient in this position. He's definitely hearing Ripple's gun. Ripple has no idea he's there. He'd go get him.
Well, the Hurricanes definitely, it's 4-on-3 advantage Hurricanes. They have the back center, the Snake 2, the mini wall, and now the Dorito 3. But Pate definitely doesn't know that they killed the Snake player. There's no one on this side, and Pate is pumping paint. C right now getting into the Dorito 3, feeling no pressure.
Oh, and Matt Jackson does get the drop in on Ripple. Ripple crawls up into Snake 3. Matt Jackson stitches him up, gets the crossfield kill. And Matt Jackson turns this from a 3-on-4 into a 3-on-2.
Awesome job by Fuzzy. Incredible patience there.
And gets the kill on camp. This is going on the list, too.
He killed Pate, too. Nice 4-pack by Fuzzy right there. Awesome job playing with patience. I'm not sure if he got the comms or just heard Ripple go forward, but gets the drop on Ripple to protect himself, then immediately comes inside, kills C-right. Kills another body. I think it was Daniel Camp out of the Snake 1, and then beats Pate in a heads-up gunfight.
$500 at stake, courtesy of Pate Smith Law. He's a lawyer, big paintball guy, and they represent their clients against insurance companies that don't want to pay you on property claims. So, as I always say, doing God's work out there.
God's work indeed.
Yeah, great job, Fuzzy Jackson. 4-pack going on the list. It's going to be tough to beat Minkowski's 5-pack from yesterday, though.
That's true. That's true. High bar. Diesel now, looks like the ref is running. He's going to pull 2 for leaving early, I think. What? He
puts Jesse back in.
Oh, my goodness.
I haven't seen that in a long, I don't think not in years.
Mark Baginski, though, gets shot. Tough break for Diesel there with a little miscommunication or miscue from.
Yeah, tough break,
ref.
but Jesse ended up live. That didn't get Mark shot.
No. So Clint Johnson in the middle, Jesse Stevens, Alex Goldman is in the Snake 2.
Down to 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Still 1-point lead for the Tauntauns. Diesel has to win this game to have any chance of staying in this tournament.
Fedorov is in the Snake 1. Spitzma dipping back in order to be able to shoot this gap on Alex Goldman. Alex Goldman going to have to go through Spitzma's gun in order to get into that 50. Now Fedorov, I believe, crawling forward into Snake 2. Tough. Oh, and they're also already into Snake 3. I think that might be Patino in there. Or no, that's probably Hugo Verhage, the Phenom.
Yeah, Hugo backed up by Fedorov. Good position, top side for the Tauntauns.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough for Diesel here. They need the point. I'd like to win a gun battle if possible, but...
And then on the flip side here, bottom side of the field, Alex Goldman in good position here for Diesel. Clint Johnson up the middle.
Oh, but...
It was Kyle Spica.
I think that's Silos.
Silos this time?
Yeah, Silos.
Yeah, so Silos taking the walk. Tough death for him. And a gotta-have-it point.
But good job by Alex Goldman to put in Spitzma and then kill Fabrice Colombo. Oh, and he missed him.
Yeah,
Johnson died.
Hugo's going to town with Fedorov over there on the top side.
So the Tauntauns going to put another one up here, taking a 2-point lead, 3 minutes to go. That's a tough situation on this field. Normally we wouldn't be panicking down 2 with 3 minutes to go, but haven't seen a lot of 90-second points out here.
Well, and they have to go back to that middle attack. It's really either that or shoot a ton of ball. You got to go heavy guns up and hope that you connect and maybe your opponents get a penalty, or you have to attack with the middle. It's the only way we've seen quick points on this layout.
It's true.
Because even if you flood 4 bodies Snake side, they're going to run into a wall of paint cross field.
Yeah.
The only way to get up there is to win the battle in the middle and hopefully shoot a body on the break.
It's about 4 spots where you can really pump paint into that gap into the 50. So where are you going to generate your penetration? You're right, Matt. It has to come through the middle. Sure, they can go to the brick in that Aztec shooting inside, but you can flood paint at that Aztec, and you can go bunker out that brick and double stack it like NYX has done. Pascal has some critique. He never has a clipboard, never holds a pen. He keeps it all in his head. I'm so impressed by this guy. I'm not being sarcastic at all. I felt like I sounded sarcastic. That guy is a savant of paintball, just being able to hold it all.
I'm starting to understand your sarcasm a bit more. My father's very sarcastic. I feel like that was very enthusiastic. I feel like that was a legitimate one.
Yeah, I just wanted to not leave any ambiguity there. Savant, a French word, and it applies to Pascal. Axel Gaudin.
Well, he must have saw something he didn't like because they have a pretty sizable lead with the way this layout's planned. And they are in a really good position to try to win their 3rd game and become a favorite yet again at this event.
You're always seeking perfection and never arriving there. I don't care if it's paintball, writing, basketball, whatever your pursuit is. There's always something to improve. Now X Factor trying to improve their 1-point lead on the New Orleans Hurricanes. Both these teams sitting at 1-1. This is a critical game. The winner will control their own destiny going forward in this tournament.
Yeah, Hodge is getting a spin here for the Hurricanes over Ripple, and he's going to get quickly into the Snake 3.
I thought Matt Jackson was about to shoot him there. Dodges one like Neo. Now Rigel coming forward. Looks like he's thinking about trying to get Fuzzy off the field, but he'll have to go through Meter Ninos' gun if he wants to do that. Watching that cut through the middle.
Yeah, Jackson just completely dedicated on Hodges right now. Ridgel thinking about going. No, he's going to stay dedicated towards that top side, mirrored up with Matt Jackson for the Hurricanes.
He can't go through that alleyway with Meter inside with gun dominance.
Yeah, Meter's just pumping paint through that zone. As Billy Bernaccia gets into Snake 2. There, top side of your screen. 5-on-5 still here as we crack the 9-minute mark.
Ridgel now looking for the inside route. Recognize Meter's gun. Trying to find a different route to get Fuzzy off the field where he can save his body, but Archie Montemayor is over the top of that mini wall, wisely coming off that does Ridgel. Archie would have eaten him up if he tried to come forward there.
Yeah, Hurricanes, the early burst of aggression, middle and Snake side, now posted up, shooting some zones. Eventually going to have to dip Bell out of that back center.
Yeah, Bell looks like he wants to come out behind Hodges, playing over the top of that back center. A little wary of Fuzzy Jackson
and
coming over the top.
And Mike Bilibernacci now in Snake 3. Mirrored up, cross field, sideline to sideline with Hodges. Stu's going to try. Ridgel comes through and eats up Matt Jackson. So Ridgel alive at the Hertz Tower. He gets taken out by Meter Ninos, wraps around. Hodges moves up to the 50 off that. Bell gets out of the back center for the Hurricanes, and Meter alive in the back corner bunker on the D side. Archie checks off over here as the madness going down in the middle and bottom side of the field. Hodges is going to come onto X Factor's side into their D3.
TJ just picked him up. TJ picked it up and called it to Archie. Archie now hunting forward. He knows that Hodges is there. Looks like he wants to come get him or trap him. Hodges coming up high. X Factor doing a great job of not exposing themselves to this threat on their end.
Meter, quick run out to the sideline, try to get a better angle here on Hodges. Couldn't commit long to it though. The bounce shot kind of off the, and that one might work.
Yeah, Billy Bernacci is shooting a bounce shot from the Snake 3 off his own Hertz Tower. Doesn't quite zip in on Hodges. Hodges wheeling and dealing. He's got to be careful. X Factor knows he's there. They have 4 bodies. Picks a gunfight with Archie and then comes off it.
With the trajectory of that bounce shot, it's more like a bank shot in pool, as that was a long one, but it was pretty accurate and creative on the bounce shots out here. Billy Bernaccia. Hodges living on the edge over here for the Hurricanes. He gets Camp behind him though.
Yeah, and Camp is applying the pressure on Billy. It's making it hard. Billy not really able to come up and rip that bounce shot with Camp inside on him.
If Hodges comes across with where Montemayor is, ooh, he wraps around and puts Billy in. Here comes Meter again with a couple steps out, and now he's going to go up into D1, and he's going to commit on Hodges. He shoots the bunker before letting Hodges know he's coming, but it doesn't matter as Hodges couldn't get his gun that way. Meter's going to hit the deck and get crawled. The ref's going to crawl in and check him out. He also shot, that was not Camp, I think that was Williamson.
Oh, yeah.
Meter Ninos.
Absolutely filthy. The patience there, taking it when it's available, getting him clean, getting Williamson as well, and then hitting the deck into Snake 1. Such composure by X Factor.
X Factor also would love to get a decent high score in this win here because they did drop a game yesterday as they lost to the Ironman in overtime. Won their next game against Energy Elite by, I believe, 1. So they'd love to get a decent margin out of this game.
Yeah, it becomes bloody knuckles because the Hurricanes also want to protect their margin. Still fighting for it. Here comes Meter on the run. Good job not to shoot your gun there. That would have been a mistake. And then also gets the drop on Williamson. Hits the deck clean. Ref comes in, thinks, this guy must have gotten shot. Nope.
Meter Ninos with a clean 2-pack run through. Difference maker in that one for X Factor. Tauntauns up by 2 on Diesel. Not a lot of time left in this one given this layout. With 3 minutes to go on the breakout. They are going to be shooting Hugo, and losing Clint Johnson, I believe, or no, Mark Baginski. So it's a 4-on-4 situation, but all the way onto the Hertz can. Jesse Stevens, quick on the attack up the middle. We just talked about this. Really, the only option is to push up that middle of the field with multiple bodies if you need quick points on this layout.
Again, they do a good job getting Hugo off the field, but Fedorov quickly takes over the real estate. I thought Clint Johnson might have gotten shot in his hopper. No, he's clean, so 4-on-4. Fedorov going to get a check here from the ref. He's clean. Kyle Spica now filtering out to the Dorito corner.
They do shoot Colombo, though, so it's a 3-on-4 in favor. Oh, Jesse Stevens gets eaten up, though, trying to crack the 50. Clint Johnson's still alive. 3-on-3 now.
Yeah, and Clint Johnson's in a really tough position now in a low body situation, and he's going to get shot. So now 3-on-2 advantage Tauntauns. Mouse Goldman does slip into the 50 snake.
Yeah, this is a bend don't break moment here for the Tauntauns, trying to absorb the attack. AC Diesel with under 2 now on the clock.
And it's just Kyle Spica. Fedorov just called kill 4.
Forcing another concession here from Diesel.
I think he got shot there at the end, the way he turned around. I think Fedorov might have shot him, so dang. Tauntauns looking good, Maddie. Trying to sit at 3-0 and say bonsoir to AC Diesel.
Yeah, in an event where we haven't really seen too many blowouts, Tauntauns had no problems with Shock. I believe that was 4-1. And then they went and played New York Extreme. I believe they shut them out 3-0. And now putting up a number here against Diesel. So it's only, what, 2 points scored on Tauntauns through almost 3 complete games?
I mean, they really struggled in Tampa, and they struggled day 1 at AC Diesel. I was kind of thinking, yeah, the Tauntauns got to prove that they can hang on American soil against American talent every time. They've shown it, and they look so good. They're a favorite out here.
If it didn't rain in Atlantic City, they would have won Atlantic City. Oh, bad start here for the Hurricanes. D-side player had to tag up, and he's going to get smoked. So that's a big boost to X Factor.
Yeah, Billy Bernaccia calling Ricky. Saw the body come off from the right side. Meter Niñas filtering up to the middle with a 2-point lead. 6 minutes to go. Still a long way to go, but with 5 alive and a kill off the break, looking pretty good. However, Nick Ripple is quick into the Snake 3 for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Nick Ripple feeling no pressure actually at Snake 3 here on your screen, and he's just big-bodied up, rolling his gun crossfield. He's a tall guy, can get good drop shots crossfield.
Colt Roberts was playing the 1 on the Doritos side during the 3-man tournament. Ryan Brand and Dixon Yang have switched him up to playing the middle more. I like that switch. He's playing that door in the middle of the field for X Factor in this 5-on-4 situation. Nick Ripple, the only wide progress for the Hurricanes. No one out on this Dorito side for them. Drew Bell going to filter over to the Snake side as well. Billy Bernaccia probably going to try to make his way into the Snake when it's available. Drew Bell getting in behind Nick Ripple now for the Hurricanes. He's going to have to go through. I can't tell if that's Williamson or Daniel Camp on the cross from that lay-down wall here for, yeah, that's Camp for the Hurricanes, but Billy gets through the gun into Snake 1.
Yeah, Billy in a good spot for a hold play with under 5 now and up by 2.
I thought Drew Bell might have gone shot, but no, the ref checks him. He's clean. Billy now into the Snake 2.
X Factor, pump and paint downfield, still mostly in the pocket, except for Billy Bernaccia, who's out wide, bottom Snake side. A triple stack of bodies from the mini wall over to the Snake 3 position. So options over there. Ripple eventually going to try to make his way past the, or get into the 50-yard line wedge. It's going to be tough, though, looking at these guns. Ooh, Billy living on the edge, trying to pop the top for X Factor. Stays alive.
It's tough to see where the attack is going to come from for the Hurricanes here, you know? Even if they go into that 50 wedge, he's got no one to kill. You got no one on the Dorito side.
Pate's thinking about making a move. Pate wants to move up into that brick.
X Factor always with great field understanding. Pate comes into the middle. He's not going to have much to shoot at there. Can start thinking about trying to get onto X Factor's side, but he'll have to go through Cody Bayless's gun in that Dorito insert to do it.
Yeah, so Pate's going to focus on that D side and in the middle. X Factor's posture telling me that they have no intention of moving up, except for Billy. Billy has been being very proactive in this spot. They're going to get the shot in on Pate, so it's a big kill here for X Factor.
Yeah, I think that must have been Meter. Pate trying to wrap, looking like he might have wanted to come forward to get Colt Roberts, but he gets killed. So now 5-on-3 advantage X Factor, and it is not looking good for the Hurricanes. Low bodies down to 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, the Hurricanes could potentially drop this game and still have a chance to move on. I really think the spread is going to be pretty low based on how many close games we've had.
Yeah, I agree.
Depends on what bracket you're in.
So, and that's partly why we probably haven't seen a concession here. Down 2 bodies, usually not the end of the world. but the way they're spread doesn't look good at all for the Hurricanes. However, don't necessarily want to go down 3 with a lot of time left. You risk having the match get away from you, losing by 4. That's going to be the end of your turn.
Yeah, there's just not. I mean, we're down to 2:30, so there's definitely not a lot of time left. But as far as the Hurricanes having a chance to win this one, I mean, we haven't really seen too many points sub a minute without a penalty or multiple kills off the break.
I love what I just heard from X Factor. They're in the hold position. They have it perfectly. And Billy said, hey, at some point we're going to want to make the move, right, to get their point in the 5-on-3. And Colt Roberts said, I know. They're just on the same page having the conversation. They'll probably take it down to about a minute, 30 seconds. Billy trying to shoot from snake 3 to snake 3. Ripple feels the paint, but is safe from it. Billy still has Daniel Camp's gun to go through.
Yeah, Billy Bernaccia linking crossfield with his boys here on the comms. Hurricanes trying to keep Billy from moving up into that wedge. Ripple at certain point is going to have to commit.
Yeah, and try to go through Meter's gun. That's the gun that's holding him up right now. Meter from that mini wall, and now Colt Roberts coming into that brick.
Makes it clean into the brick. Wrapping inside. Nobody's inside, so he's safe there.
Yeah, so Colt, I think, is considering hopping the inside, putting paint on Ripple, and going forward onto the Hurricanes' end.
It's just so hard. Colt's being cautious when they have a lead to protect where time's ticking off the clock. He'd love to get this next point, but when you're in those bunkers looking outside from either the door or the mini wall, Billy gets across, you just have no idea where those players in the center are.
Yeah, Billy called back to TJ 5000. That probably means their whole right side, 5 side of the field is empty. Now Billy owns this whole side. He can wrap. Daniel Camp can't do much to keep him contained. Just 60 seconds left. X Factor now in closing posture.
Ripple is on that lane. He's not flooding the lane with paint. Might not have a lot left.
Colt just asked Billy, can you shoot the Alamo for a second? Just want to get some space so that he can come forward and try to shoot Ripple.
So that's why he moves up to try to wrap around. And he's going to try to do it from the inside angle. Running out of seconds here. 25 seconds to go. Meter Nino's coming off.
They get Ripple.
And then here comes Bayless going to launch. Bayless gets Ripple. Here comes the stack of attackers. And with 14 seconds left, they're going to have enough bodies. And Billy Bernaccia hits the buzzer with 10 seconds to go to put that 4th point on the board.
10 out of 10 for X Factor right there. Perfect hold play. 5 alive. Kill off the break. Kill the time. Close it. Get the point. Awesome job.
Not only that, I'm going to give them the 10 out of 10 because it was a hold play, but then they switched it into offense once the variables changed and had the great comms to do it. Hey, we got to go at some point in time, let's try to take this.
Right.
Yeah, I know. The conversation between Billy and Colt, and then they just completely executed that close perfectly.
Right, so if it were just a good hold play, I'd say 7 out of 10. But because they switched it 10 out of 10, I'm actually going to say 9.5 out of 10 because Meter had a bad death there at the end.
But still, excellent job by X Factor to increase their chances of moving on to Sunday, as they did drop a game yesterday. We're looking at it here from that topside angle typically. And yeah, Bayless cutting through, just threading up the field, playing off each other. Great unspoken teamwork on the close.
AC Diesel down 3, just a minute 44. They send Jesse Stevens through. They kill 1 off the break. They kill Fedorov. Fedorov doesn't know where he got shot. I don't know that Axel saw Jesse Stevens go through that cut onto their end.
I don't know if Jesse Stevens has been doing some work on his legs, but he's looked as fast as he did 10 years ago. And he's going to get up and probably get smoked from that snake 3 position, though. And
yeah.
Get the deck and did, yeah. So the snake 3 checked off on that just as he started his crawl.
No,
and they also lose Kyle Spica.
So he knew it because Axel saw it. Axel saw it and called it, so Hugo just came up for him. That's why you need to have those eyes on the inside there. Takes that away. Mouse also walking off, so that's going to be the tournament for AC Diesel. Going to fall to 0-3 here. Sorry, that was Clint Johnson who died. Alex Goldman now sliding into the 50 wedge. He gets shot on the inside by Hugo Verhage. And I don't know that anyone's alive for AC Diesel. Not going to hear a concession, already down 3, but the Tauntauns will take their time and put a 5th point on the board. Their margin is money. They're 3-0. They're going to be playing on Sunday. The Tauntauns looking great, Maddie.
Well, the Tauntauns are battling Legion for top seed in their division. So right now, both those teams undefeated. we're going to see Legion take the field next to play against New York Extreme. So it'll be the battle between the Tauntauns and Legion in their 4th game to figure out who's going to be top seed.
I'm looking forward to that European showdown.
Yeah, that game will be going down around noon here, Cincinnati time. So they're waiting for it to go down and to get that point on the board. Ooh, cut it close there. 1 second left.
Point approved.
Great job by the Tauntauns.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if we should be seeing another point. I think there was 10 seconds left. We'll see if they're going to play this next one here with X Factor and the Hurricanes.
No, they're looking like they're coming out for a handshake line.
So that is going to do it here for this set. X Factor and Tauntauns taking the victory. Next up, Legion and New York Extreme Impact and Energy Elite here at the 2025 NXL Midwest Open. See you in just a few minutes.
What's up, everyone? Walker here with Carbon Paintball, showing you some of the custom products that we offer as a part of the team program. When you start, it's going to ask you to design your jersey right away, which sounds a little bit weird at first, but what we want from you guys is your logo, some of your other artwork, including your sponsors, and we're going to take all that information and we're going to make you guys some other really cool custom products. So some of the new things that we offer are a custom team pod bag, the goggle bag, of course the training jersey, and a new soft barrel case. All these can be customized with your name, number. You guys can actually go in and you can tweak the designs as well. So if you guys are looking for a team banner, it comes folded up just like this, easy to store in your gear bag. We also offer some custom cleat covers for your team. You can put your name, like I said, and your numbers on them. Of course, we offer a custom headband, sublimated product line as well. And then last but not least, our custom Zero goggle strap, proprietary to that goggle system. If you guys have any questions, check us all out at crbnpaintball.com.
Hey, it's BRNT at CRBN. Got our FP insert here. FP stands for fluoropolymer, aka Teflon. These are a triple baked finish. Makes the insert super slick. Available in all 7 of our bore sizes, starting at 679 through 691. Check it out at crbnpaintball.com.
'cause you're all I ever need. I love the one you want. Yeah, alright, baby, you can't use me. Alright, take.
All focus, all energy. Go, baby. Hey, look around. This is all we need. We play together, we're unbeatable, okay? Kill one rocket! The 4! Oh, fuck, take my back.
Yep, got it.
I think I stay here for a split second.
That's fine, yeah. If you need that.
I know, I'm just letting you know. I'm just working through this.
Hey, we're making them play us, guys. Same thing, we're making them play us, okay?
America, move Sydney! The 4! The 4 moved to the 3! The 3! Whoop! Let's go, Ron. Let's go, baby. Hey, that's what happens when we're all alive, right? We can work through problems.
It's all about the connection out there.
30 minutes a day, we get to give it all. That's all. Freedom to the 4! 2 and 4! 3 to 1! Come on, Dorito! 2 only! Hey, I'm inside! Is anyone watching the wire? I'm inside! Hey, nothing's over! Calm! Calm! Hey, nothing's over. We're winning because we're connecting. On who? What happened? Who got that?
Doesn't matter. Get out.
Okay.
Come on. We got a minute left. We're doubling the home, me and Mishka.
Okay, hey, we're gonna be 2 and 4 cross. We have to hit some shots.
I don't know what my bailout is.
The bailout's playing tight as possible for 53 seconds. You hear that horn? Watch our angles, have each other's backs. It's that simple. Hey, get him out, Sydney! Hey, kill the Sydney! Disco! Disco! Kill 3! Hey, Sydney! Sydney again! Sydney again! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, do not play! Hey, I saw him coming. I was looking at the clock. I just let him go because I didn't want a penalty on anything. I just looked inside. Hey, that's 15. That's half our day. Now we focus on the second half, yeah? Yeah? We build. We build and we get better throughout the fucking weekend.
Blake Garber here from San Diego Dynasty. You know, I got these new Pro DNA cleats out of the box last weekend, expecting to break them in, but they were great right out of the box. It was excellent. I got to practice on that X Factor in the heat, and they've held up great. I love them.
Ah, baby! Yeah, baby! Ah. Back one. Super hard time. 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 Back one. Super hard time.
What's going on, everyone? Walker with Carbon Paintball, here to show you our SC Pro Bottom 3.0. This product comes with a wash bag. First thing you're going to notice when you pull it out, it does have a new look, updated look. Our claim to fame, all one cohesive pad from your hip to your thigh to your knee with dual impact padding on each region. It does have the adjustable ankle cuffs, easier to get on and off. Has the 5mm crotch padding as well. And then on the waistband, we now have a drawstring. For more sizing and carry instructions, check out CRBNPaintball.com. What's going on, everyone? It's Walker with Carbon Paintball, showing off our new SC 3.0 pants. This particular pant is cut a little bit differently. If you're familiar with our past pants, it's kind of the best of both worlds from the CC and the SC pant. It is a new 4-way stretch fabric. It does have a DWR weather-resistant coating, has tear-resistant knees, and it is more of a traditional fit versus a jogger fit. It does have drawstrings on the bottom there, as well as lay flat seams. One of the coolest features of this new pant is how breathable it is behind the knee region, as well as the pack region. It does come standard with a drawstring belt, dual pockets, zipper pockets, as well as 2 squeegee pockets. For more information and our size guide, check out crbnpaintball.com.
Inside you somewhere lies a Hydra. An immortal, multi-headed monster born for the battle. But the Hydra mentality buried inside you must be cultivated through chaos. Rather than just surviving or remaining unchanged, the Hydra mentality allows an entity to improve, to thrive, to multiply its strength when exposed to stress and uncertainty, to strengthen with every challenge the world throws your way. Every time the Hydra gets its head cut off, experiences a loss or a failure, it becomes stronger by growing 2 heads in its place. The Hydra must seek war and discomfort in order to become the best version of itself. Be like a Hydra. Seek out difficult challenges, power through every hardship, and understand this stress test as a blessing which makes you stronger. This is the Hydra way.
Travis Szymanski here with Infamous Paintball. Today I want to introduce to you a brand new product today from Powerhouse. This is the Powerhouse Hook Regulator, 100% made in America. Precision built start to finish on American soil. Rotational adjustability, low profile burst disc, built to be serviced and customized. Consistent wave spring system, delivers smooth, reliable output every time. Pro level construction, carries the same DNA trusted by pros. It's elite level design at a more accessible price. The hook's ideal for tournament rookies, divisional killers, or weekend warriors who want to run at real pro grade gear without breaking the bank. If the counterpunch is our knockout punch, the hook is the fast, reliable strike that never misses. Made by the same Powerhouse team, on the same Powerhouse machines, right here in the Midwest. Whether you're grinding local events, putting in workout practices, or just leveling up your gear, the hook delivers consistency, durability, and precision you've come to expect from Powerhouse. These are available today on infamouspaintball.com. Go there and check them out.
Winning 3 in a row is absolutely insane. So few teams have done it. I believe we're the 3rd pro team to have ever won 3 straight events.
I think the other teams hope that they can put as much work and time into it as we do. I wish them good luck in those situations, but I feel like we're going to be else in the league, and as we've shown, we're going to continue to win tournaments.
Now with back-to-back wins, I feel like that's a stepping stone that we reached, and the goal is to keep winning. Try to win as many as possible, win a series. That's the next steps, and it's always trying to get better, trying to progress as owners, players, teammates, brothers, friends, everything we can. Just keep progressing in life, and that's the goal.
Yeah, next step is 3 in a row this season, 4 in a row altogether, and then we'll keep going from there. Next up is Ohio. So NXL Ohio, we're coming for you.
Welcome back here. Set number 3, Saturday prelim battles. It's going to be Red Legion taking on New York Extreme and Edmonton Impact taking on Energy Elite. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Mike Jeffrey. Right now, Red Legion undefeated on day 1 with a decent point margin, looking pretty good. New York Extreme going to be sitting at 1-2, so must-win situation here against one of the best teams ever, Red Legion. See if New York Extreme can summon the spirit needed for this one here, Mike. And then Edmonton Impact yesterday had the best communication, I felt, of any team that we saw. And they were pretty much on fire. In some low-scoring games, though, having full control out here. So definitely a big favorite over Energy Elite, who still has yet to win a game in the Pro Division.
Yeah, tough ask for Energy Elite. Impact not going to be resting on their laurels, sitting at 2-0. Definitely trying to punch their ticket to Sunday and keep improving. And if you're NYX here against Red Legion, we talk a lot about making Sunday. You want to make Sunday, you want to win tournaments, you have to beat good teams like Red Legion.
On the breakout with New York Extreme starting from the blue side, and here's a quick move from Kirill Brittany, who's still got some speed. At one point in time, blew his Achilles out, but he's got wheels still. Legend as he makes it onto New York Extreme side. He's going to crawl up. There's no one up there to do battle with him. Actually, Taylor's going to go up, but he's looking the wrong way, and that's going to be a free kill here for Kirill Brittany.
Yeah, Hennessy did not see Kirill Brittany get in there. He gets 3, he gets 4, confirmed 4-pack off the break. Make it an easy, quick 5-pack for Kirill Brittany.
Going on the list here, courtesy of Pate Smith Law, $500 at stake, is Kirill Brittany making easy work, sticking a wrecking ball up the middle.
Probably one of the fastest pure 5-on-5 points we've seen, not even an press situation. 33 seconds, and it's just Kirill Brittany wrecking ball through the middle. He's done that plenty of times to plenty of teams, adding another 5-pack to his collection.
I mean, all the kills were impressive, but just seeing that man have that level of speed, having blown his Achilles out at one point in time, impressive.
Yeah, certainly. And, yeah, Will Hennessy, NYX, just unable to have the eyes there. He just blazed right through the gap. Didn't see it. So now Impact sitting at 2-0. Energy Elite sitting at 0-3. I think they are the only remaining team without a victory in the Pro Division here.
Yeah, which is, again, you know, you're trying not to get relegated when you're a pro team. It's goal 1, and they need a win here desperately. On the breakout, looks like they might have bounced the ball. Impact on the red side, Energy Elite on the blue side. It seems they're wearing similar colored jerseys.
Yeah.
But Energy Elite with a little bit of green flair in there.
Yeah, Askren all keyed up on someone coming to his end. Might have had some bad comms from his boys. Nick Laval did not go that deep. He just went into the center door. Now he's in the brick. Askren very concerned about someone coming to his end.
As well he should be, because he's been up in this engagement quite a bit. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe got some bad comms. Laval popping the top, feeling no pressure here, mirrored up with Askren. He's thinking about going across, and he's going to launch. So Askren waited, and now he's going to launch. They might run into each other, and it looks like Askren's going to stay alive in that engagement with Laval. Good on Laval to not pull the trigger and get a penalty as Justin Cornell crawls into Snake 3, but he does not know that Matt Askren's on his side of the field.
Yeah, rule number 1, protect yourself at all times. Askren doing a good job of it there. Now he comes across. Thought there were 2 there, so
Well, Askren does shoot JC because JC checked off on that inside lane. Askren with the full commitment, so a 2-pack of kills here for Askren. As that happened, though, Tyler Harmon dives into Snake 1 or Snake 2.
Hometown event for Askren in front of his family here from Ohio. Now Tyler Harmon, though, picking up the real estate into Snake 3 for Impact. Impact in a 3-on-4 situation here against Energy Elite. Energy Elite might not have won a game yet out here, but they've played most teams tight and in a 4-on-3 situation here against Impact.
Got to capitalize and convert on your high body situations, especially when they're playing the top teams.
Nelson, 27, into the Dorito 2 for Energy Elite. He's got Tyler Harmon in front of him in that Snake 3 for Impact. It's Rainey, Brandon Cornell, and Tyler Harmon for Impact. Nelson, and I'm not sure who else for Energy Elite, with some new bodies on this squad.
Yeah, Tyler Harmon now into Snake 3, popping inside, looking cross field right now. Nelson with that decent field position here, all the way up in D2, and Energy Elite still in Snake 3. So good cross-field spread here, Mike, for Energy Elite in the high-body moment.
Yeah, Energy Elite has done all right in getting into these long-point, up-body situations. Where they've struggled is coming forward when they need to, converting the high-body situations when the opportunities are there. That's been their Achilles heel out here so far at the Midwest Open. Brandon Cornell sneaking out to the Dorito corner for Impact.
Yeah, nice move by Cornell out wide. And Impact just tightening things up here. I'm expecting some sort of attack to start to develop here for Energy Elite. But Energy Elite being very patient. Good to see Mike here in point number 1 with a lot of time still on the clock.
Yeah, patience is one thing. What I would like to see is the back center player come out behind Nelson and just get Tyler Harmon off the field. If you can get a trade with Tyler Harmon, who's on an island over here on the Snake side with not much Overwatch protection, take a 3-on-2 with Harmon off the field any day if you're Energy Elite. Got to be smart about it. Can't just go running into guns, that's for sure. Let's see Rainey now dipping into that Dorito insert Aztec. Nelson with Overwatch from the back center. He's making sure that Tyler Harmon can't free release forward. Austin Buffton playing the mini wall, looking over his Snake player in the Snake 3 for Energy Elite. Brandon Cornell playing the inside, trying to figure out the situation with Rainey and Harmon. These guys always so good on their communication.
Yeah, good comms is just... was at a 10 yesterday for Impact. But Energy Elite trying to bait one of these last players here for Impact to get in a gunfight with him. Brandon Cornell's going to move up. He's going to get into D2. So I like the movement here from Brandon Cornell. Get outside wide to D1, now D2. Get some help with, I believe, Rainey at the Aztec. So it's just Tyler Harmon on an island here for Impact, bottom side. Looking at Brandon Cornell, number 20 for Evanston Impact.
Yeah, and that's a good move by Brandon, because now if the Snake player for Energy Elite tries to come into the 50 Snake, Brandon's going to be able to challenge him a bit, make it more difficult to come forward. Tyler Harmon retreating to that mini wall. Like that move from him. He can play over the top, play inside. A little bit more freedom than that Snake 3 spot in terms of vision. In a low body situation, vision and comms, so important. Nice job, Rainey Stanzak. 2 out wide, D side, Viper, Charlie. Nice job by Rainey and Tyler Harmon. finally getting good cross-field comms. That's going to allow them to potentially break something open or at least protect themselves.
Yeah, and Tyler Harmon here is now does a little tactical retreat, put himself in a good spot to try to control the action.
Comms great from Energy Elite, too. I attributed some of their comms to Impact, but that was actually Energy Elite that knew the exact situation as well. So comms always so important, especially in these long points, which Energy Elite has played a lot of out here this weekend. They just haven't come out on the winning side enough.
Well, we saw, a 10-minute point from Everton Impact yesterday. And Energy Elite also, if you're playing in this tournament, you're going to find yourself in a fair share of these, and you have to be able to thrive in these moments. From a tactical position, sometimes you get a hyper-aggressive field and you need to be able to play 11 points, and then sometimes you're going to go out and play 1 point in 15 minutes.
Yeah, and the experience and prestige definitely in Impact's favor here. You got to think some of these rookies on Energy Elite, they know they're going against Rainey, Tyler Harmon. They've probably been listening to Tyler Harmon's podcast for years. Rainey's won on every team he's played for since he was, 12 years old or something?
And Brandon Cornell was a young phenom who came up. He's been playing pro paintball since in his mid-teens.
Yeah, used to be called underrated. Everyone knows Brandon Cornell is a killer out there. He's playing into the starting lineup.
Mike, there's no Californian that has ever said the words Brandon Cornell and underrated in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Maybe the rest of the states. But.
Yeah, I really think it's just because he has red hair. People are like, who's that red-haired kid on Impact when you have always a legend on that team? But Brandon Cornell, filthy Dorito player. Tyler Harmon needs no introduction. He literally has been playing pro since he was 13 years old.
So we're talking about the experience here of Everton Impact, but that's what Energy Elite is facing. And if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And also paint going to become an issue here as we're 7:19 here in regulation in point number 1. You can see the crossfield spread with our eye in the sky as body advantage for Energy Elite. Eventually going to have to try to do something with that. And how you do that is you have to have good communication and teamwork as you're going into multiple guns.
And what I don't like about this from Energy Elite is you do have a gun advantage, but they're not really making use of it, right? They're keeping guys on jobs all day long when someone can play with total freedom and receive no pressure.
And where that comes from, again, is that communication and that teamwork. You have to, as we can see these angles these guys are looking at here, is you have to be able to talk to your guy, figure out where the enemy is, which way they're looking, if they reposition, what spot do they go to, what potential move could be next. And then ideally with the extra gun, eventually you need to start exerting your will, play proactive paintball, not reactive paintball.
Yeah, and we saw all those zones on the screen, but now there's not a lot of paint in the air because everyone has to save some for the gun battles that will determine this point. When the battle goes down, we're coming in on a 10-minute point here, low paint.
Yeah,
this is the point, Maddie.
This is the point in point 1.
It's not actually. There's still time to go. We could still see a bunch more, but Impact always content to play the slow game.
Yeah, so looking here, potential move for Rainey as he's going to be hanging out at that back corner bunker for now. But he could potentially make a move up the middle. But with the extra body, if Impact, I'm pretty sure Impact knows the count. They know that Energy Elite, young, hungry team without a win, desperate for one, probably eventually going to attack. So Rainey may choose to stay in a defensive position, eat them up as they push forward, and then start their own attack. Or at least eat them up to get an extra kill to even up the bodies and then start to attack.
Yeah, I think if you're Energy Elite, right, and here comes Brandon Cornell into the Dorito 3. In a high body situation, in a 4-on-3, one guy on your opponent's side is on an island. And if you get him off the field, all you need is a trade. Now you own the side.
Interesting, though, is that Brandon Cornell is now pushing the issue down a body here, playing offense as he gets into that 50-yard line wedge, untouched, unseen, and he's going to launch on the inside, drops the hammer, gets the kill, gets him clean and stays alive. Does get shot by Buffton, though, so now it's a 3-on-2 here, still in favor of Energy Elite, but Buffton's going to get shot by Rainey. Might have got shot crossfield, actually, by Tyler, now 2-on-2. Rainey's still alive at the wedge. Tyler in a gunfight here with Nelson.
Yeah, and now it's even bodies and Impact owns the field because Energy Elite just want to hang out in their bunkers and not use their advantage for 10 minutes.
We just talked about the importance of proactivity. If you're the one pushing the issue and making the other team react, typically that goes your way. Not always, but it's a paintball principle.
And when things are static, smart players learn how to break you, even if they're down a body. Brandon Cornell, and now Nelson gets shot by Rainey.
Yeah, crossfield kill leaving just One body left alive in that back center here for Energy Elite, and that is going to do it. So another high body situation not converted, and we just talked about the experience and the poise from those 3 players out on the field for impact, and they just proved it right there.
Yeah.
With Brandon Cornell, they gave him too much time to get a read on it. He comes through, he gets the kill. Rainey right behind him, double stacking the attack on that D side, unconventional, and then Tyler Harmon on an island, perfect execution for impact.
Oh, yeah, what did Energy Elite do with their one body advantage? They didn't stop anyone from taking any moves, and they didn't kill anybody, didn't force any trades. So they had an advantage, did nothing with it. Against good teams, that's going to cost you.
Yeah. I'm wondering if maybe Energy Elite had the count off.
No, I heard them calling 4-on-3. Okay. They called all 3 spots. They knew where they were. It was just timidity. That's what it was.
I didn't hear it. I'm glad you did. Just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. So Red Legion up by 1 after a long wait, a long time to talk strategy here, and they're going to get the kill on the break here. New York Extreme trying to send a body. They may be losing another one. Yeah, they lose Hennessy as well, too.
J-Rab does die at the back center, but it's just Josh Taylor in the back center. Never mind. Some of the quickest points we've seen all day, and it's Red Legion blowing NYX off the field 2 points in a row. First time it was Kirill Pridney launching through the middle. Second time it's guns off the break.
Going to go out on a limb and say that this specific game in this set is going to go into X-Ball at some point here.
Yeah. Won't take you with any odds.
I know
on
it's
that
a bold claim, but yeah, I mean, X-Ball meaning that one game will end, the other one's going to be the last one remaining. So,
which is advantage Red Legion. They practice in Florida all the time. They love playing high tempo. So Red Legion already up 2, and some of these unknown factors that you can't control, like the other set.
And with the way things are going here, we still have a lot of paintball to play. Maybe potentially our first Mercy Rule. We haven't seen a Mercy Rule win out here.
Ooh. Spicy, Maddie.
Could be.
I'll take the under on that. I'll take NYX to not get Mercy ruled.
No, I'm not going to take that bet.
I'll get. I don't actually want to give you odds on it either. But now Impact Energy Elite, after hanging out on the field for about 12 minutes, going to come right back out after 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Luckily, they're deep. They got Dalton Vanderbilt coming out. Tyler Harmon, he's got no issue turning. Nick Laval, Brandon Cornell, Justin Cornell. In Energy Elite, you got Austin Buffton, Askern, Bowen, Nelson.
So on the breakout, little audible real quick here, trying to fake out Impact for Energy Elite. And they're going to attack with Askren up the middle. Laval is going to match for Edmonton Impact. Dalton going to go up the middle as well, too, for Edmonton. Laval looking towards that D side. Askren looking towards the Impact Snake side.
Yeah, Impact doing a nice job. Dalton over the top on that wrap can keep Energy Elite out of the Snake, but they do lose Brandon Cornell out of the backfield, so 5-on-4 advantage Energy Elite. Once again, up a body early in these points. No one wide Dorito side for Impact. Ref coming in to check Askern in the center brick. Tyler Harmon trying to get some intel before he fills out. Dalton Vanderbilt keeping them short, not allowing Energy to get in the Snake.
Askren going to take the walk after getting checked out by the ref, so body advantage here for Impact.
Well, actually tied 4-on-4 because they lost Brandon Cornell off the break.
Yeah, so 4-on-4 here as Impact going to move a body into the Snake top side.
Yeah, Justin Cornell quick into the Snake 3. Tyler Harmon going to go out behind JC. Dalton Vanderbilt is the only presence keeping Energy Elite short on the Snake side, standing up over the top on the wrap. He's a little bit protected by that brick, so he can play over the top with more freedom than we typically see. Saw Stephen O'Mara do that yesterday afternoon. You know Dave Baines watches all the tape, as do the Yakimex.
Wondering if Impact is going to try to get one of their bodies to get out here towards their D side.
Yeah, Harmon filled over to the Snake side. I was slightly surprised by it. He was asking Dalton Vanderbilt what's on the Snake side for Energy Elite, but they don't have good eyes over there. JC has figured out some things. He's communicating. Nelson just watching the middle from that Aztec.
But Energy Elite still basically tucked in the pocket. No one wanted to take a risk out wide, so much better offensive-minded positions here for Edmonton Impact in an even count with just 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Energy Elite. I think their issues out here have been pace and situational recognition and execution out here. It's not looking good for them. They're not moving on no matter what, sitting at 0-3.
Oh, we always say work towards weakness. either plug your weakness or attack their weakness. And because Energy Elite doesn't have any bodies out wide, and the snake side is the place you can stack a ton of bodies, Impact is flooding all their bodies that way. So Tyler Harmon has chosen to join his teammates over there to just bully guys and push guys up, and they are at the 50.
Yeah, and with Dalton still in that spot, Nick Laval pointing. He wanted to kill. He got it on Nelson over the top. Awesome job, Nick Laval. Now a 4-on-3 advantage Impact. They're thinking margin here, Maddie.
Yeah, definitely thinking. I mean, they're 2-0. Had some close games yesterday. Looking good to try to put the second point on the board right now as Energy Elite finally dips into the snake. Oh, he might have got clipped as he got crossed, and I think that's Nick Laval again.
Yeah, Nick Laval, great job. After he killed that insert, he switched jobs with Dalton Vanderbilt and then shoots the snake player. They kill Bowen. It's just Austin Buffton. It's all Impact, Maddie.
Yeah, Impact. Dalton flooding up the field here, and just another masterful performance. Yeah, and Impact just getting the read on it. Hey, because Tyler had a decision to make. He could have spread the field out, probably would have slowed the point down, but because no outside movement at all on either side, it allowed him to stack multiple bodies and bully their way up that snake side. I think that was an excellent play call there and a good read from Tyler Harmon.
Yeah, and he really trusted Dalton Vanderbilt. Dalton had the dominance. They're not going to get in the snake with Dalton in that position. He trusted that and did a good job to attack the weakness, as you said. Here's Askren asking for the check. I would imagine that came off a bounce shot. Not 100% sure.
But Mike, it's just frustrating there because it was a 5-on-4 in that situation, and they squandered another high body moment. There's the popping the top over the brick. Real tall guy, Nick Laval, able to play over that spot and get the kill.
Nick
and
Laval.
Then Buffton trying to do some sort of damage control, not able to do it. So
he hasn't lived there in a while, but Nick Laval definitely in the conversation for one of the best New England players ever. Coming up on 187 crew, then getting picked up by Impact. He's been there for a while. He's done a lot for him.
Looking at the starting line for this next point here, New York Extreme got some work to do. Down by two quick ones, too. There's a ton of time left in this specific match. As Harris Hussein trying to build up a talented roster. I like the young talent on this team. Looks like Rico's going to get a spin.
Bucco
going to get a spin.
A.K.A. Ray Bucatini. Bucatini pasta. Spaghetti with a little hole in it.
Where's he out of? Obviously the Northeast.
Johnston, Rhode Island. Works at Alpine Auto Body. You need your car fixed up. See my buddy Ray Bucco on West Fountain Street in Providence. Great guy. He's been around a while. He's actually not young. He's my age, 34 years old, but he's small. He's fast. He knows how to get after it. Happy to see him making his pro debut here. And he's got some work to do against Red Legion, down 2.
Yeah, Red Legion has just had no problems here through these first couple points. And here we go, Red Legion. Again, no Sergei Sonaiskov here. It's been Kuzmin mostly drawing the start. And he's going to get Snake off the break, go right into Snake 2. Legion from the red side. And here comes Kaya going to try to get up the field. But looks like Cody Lembo all the way onto the Russian side. He hasn't touched the bunker yet. Kirill Pridny going to listen for that gun to try to make a move to shoot out Lembo when he knows he's there. Same with Lembo if he hears Kirill's gun.
Yeah, and I like the play call by Coach Max and Ryan Gray, recognizing that NYX likes to come through the middle. They just send Pridney on the protect in that center brick. I think he just felt the bunker move. He's looking to come get Lembo now.
Yeah, Lembo's had to tuck into that bunker as Kuzmin has made it all the way to the Snake 3 position.
Yeah, and that's going to deny Lembo the ability to come forward on Kirill Pridney. Kirill now, here's the gun. Looked like you want to come across, but does not, holds up. Lembo now switches.
Well, they're going to lose Jackson Blue. That's actually going to free up Kirill if he wants to do the inside run.
Yeah, that was what was holding him up. Good call, Maddie, there.
Yeah, Kirill's going to check. Now he's going to go. He sees that bot. Great job by Kirill. He sees Jackson walk off. He knows that was the gun stopping him. He comes through. He shoots Cody. They also get a shot on Harris. And it's going to be Legion again by first-degree murder after the initial even spread.
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah, you called it, Maddie. Kirill sees Jackson Blue come off, knows that's the only overwatch on that inside valley, comes through and gets Lembo clean. Really, I mean, that's a vet right there. He understands the field.
It's a veteran read, and he knew the personnel, too. It's like, okay, body comes off, must have been from the Aztec. That's who stopped me on my last check to try to go get him. He was hearing the gun. He knows that Kuzmin is at Snake 3, so Lembo's gun's got to be that way. If it's not, what are you doing? And it was just a great read. Yeah, it's just a couple awesome points out here for the legend Kirill Pridney. You see it here on your screen as he cuts through. Might have shot Harris.
Yeah, he did. Harris was coming forward from the back center into that closet.
Hey, man, he's stacking up a ton of confirmed kills.
Oh,
Might be
God, yeah.
giving Konstantin Fedorov a run for his money.
Got about 9 kills through 3 points.
It's a great kill-to-death ratio. Another big move here on the break as the chaos is starting to set in with these big middle moves. Portman trying to make something happen. Penalty going to be assessed. This might open the door a little bit here. There's only 48 seconds left. It needs to go quickly here for Energy Elite. Portman's going to drop the hammer on Zach Yakimek, and here comes Askren, and that is going to do it. So they need to hit the buzzer, though. Need to get a body of the buzzer. Askren's going to, oh, no. Penalty assessed? Getting the referee running over to try to stop the clock as Askren gets checked out by the ref.
On impact, I think.
Ooh, penalty on impact.
I'll just save some time.
Well, there's 36 seconds left to go. If the point goes to extreme and impact has to play down, that could make this one very interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Not over yet. They sent Tyler Harmon there.
Strangely enough, another 1-point game here for Energy Elite.
Looked like it was all over, but had the good play call. Tyler Harmon going all the way to Impact's brick, but Portman beat him there. Had his gun up, shoots Harmon. And then the minor penalty on Brandon Cornell opened the door for Energy Elite, came streaking down.
So let's look at the chaos in the middle. So hits the deck here, Energy Elite on the attack. I believe that was Portman trying to make his way through. Goes right at the next one, and then Askren on the counter, or on the secondary attack. So that's the first one through, Portman. Did he get the shot in on Zach? Zach checking himself. Asks if he's hit. He is. Trying to see where this penalty could be, and here comes Askren.
Yeah, not sure who it's on. I love Tyler Harmon in a Superman slide on his belly, sees Portman, tries to swing his gun to shoot him like from the side in a slide. He does such athletic things sometimes that it's like astounding to me. Doesn't shoot him, but still, the effort there to swing the gun.
It was like that Thomas Kim transition on the jump shot.
Yeah. Red Legion up 3-0. NYX just trying to not get blown off the field. I think there's 13 minutes left in this. 12-17.
So here goes another battle in the middle as Krill Pridney going to war.
He just ate up Legion.
Yeah, Krill Pridney's on one. He's definitely going to give Fedorov a run for his money on the kill count leader because that's 2 more kills for Fedorov.
Matty, he's got like 11 in this match. It's crazy.
They've only played 4 points.
His kill to death ratio is like 13-0. I think he killed Josh Taylor there too. And also, this play call, he was diving into NYX's brick as if he was going to crawl forward to the wedge, but somehow sees Harris, pulls up, and then kills Harris clean. Incredible.
Well, I just love the play call from the coaching staff, that legendary coaching staff of Red Legion, which is getting deep with the additions with Ryan Gray. But if you know a team is chasing points, where are they going to go? They're going to go in the middle. All right, well, let's just send Krill to go to war up the middle, and it's just paying off for him.
Nice job by Karslev there to shoot Lembo.
Ooh, Kirill goes to sleep on the last body, but no big deal. Karslev's still alive, and that is going to do it here for point 4. Is still just nothing but Red Legion running the score up.
All Red Legion. I talked to Coach Ryan Gray before this match. He said typically on other fields, they like to have their average time per point be about 90 seconds. Yesterday, they were about 240, 214.
That tells you something.
Yeah, that it's a longer field, but so far against NYX, quick points for Red Legion.
Yeah, we're 4 points in, and we haven't even got to 10 minutes left. And the clock's been ticking for the past 45 seconds while we were having this conversation. Looking up here, and there's going to be willing to burn some of this clock off. Actually, Kuzman's had enough.
Yeah, usually Red Legion just runs it in no matter what the situation is to play as many points as possible. But up 4-0.
Kuzman's had some really good looks here at taking over the starting spot in a different position. So Sergey comes off. Kuzman plays a completely different spot.
Yeah.
First attacker on the snake. Sergey's a support player or a middle attacker.
So it looks like the major might have been on Energy Elite. I wonder if it was on Portman coming through the middle. Maddie, I might be wrong about this. I think Tyler Harmon might have shot Portman when he did that swing around, and then when Portman came through the middle, he has a hit on his stomach and shoots Zach. That could have been the major. They only have 4 bodies out there. Yeah, so I think that was what happened. Oh, no, they have 5.
They have 5. Both teams at full
I haven't
strength.
seen the score yet.
Yeah, both teams at full strength.
But if the score shows another impact point, then it was probably a swing point, and Energy had the bodies to pull. But although I don't think that matters under 60 seconds, the bodies to pull.
Yeah, still haven't seen the score, which is the big indicator here.
Trozen perhaps reviewing right now. I don't see him down there.
Yeah, both teams ready to go. So it's a review here on the action in the center. See who shot who. Was a very chaotic point. Our commissioner always trying to make sure, given the information that we have to gather with the angles on the video, to get the call right.
Yeah, so the call on the field was that Portman coming through the middle for Energy Elite had a hit on his stomach when he bunkered Zach Yakimek, so that would be a major and a swing point in favor of Impact. He might have shot Mikey as well, so Trozen in the review checking to see if Portman had that hit. And if he had that hit, Maddie, I think it was Tyler Harmon swinging his gun in the dive. I could be wrong about that.
Making a strong case, Mike. I can neither confirm nor deny, because I was looking at a different angle when that went down. Just makes me a bit sad, because I would have loved to see Tyler Harmon do some really athletic stuff out here. Let's get a look. So there's Portman on the launch. Hit right there. At least I think I'm seeing a hit on his stomach. If you go back a little bit.
It's already there. Yeah, that hit is there. I think it's Tyler Harmon who shoots him. It's there that whole time.
Yeah, kind of tough to see here. Yeah, if we go back. Is it there now? I can't quite see.
Wait, but keep going back, because Tyler Harmon swings his gun around when he's diving forward here. No, he doesn't shoot him. This doesn't look possible. He's swinging as if to pull his gun up. I don't think.
Might have got a shot off. Well, looks like it was decided, and we're jumping in, and just 3 bodies. Nope.
Yeah, 3 bodies and 3-0 Impact. Yep. So the major...
No, there was 4 bodies out there.
Right. So the swing point, they pull 1 off, not 2, because it was an instant swing point. So 3-0, this is just...
This is going to do it. Impact might be putting a pad their margin a little bit here. Yeah, everyone's been shot for Energy Elite. Dalton getting close. And he's going to let that time go off a little bit to make sure this game's in the bag.
Right, so the official rule is under 60 seconds. It's an instant swing point. It doesn't matter if you have the bodies to pull, no matter what, you start with 4 at the next point.
So Impact concluding the shutout here, and that's the worst loss that Energy Elite has taken all year long. They're close. They're close, especially with the new line. Thought it could have gone worse for them out here. And Impact next game going to be at noon against X Factor, who's sitting at 2-1.
Yeah, the risk for Energy Elite is with Leverage winning a game, NYX winning a game, that right now they're sitting in last place.
Interesting, it's a little rematch from the 3-man championship where X Factor took that victory.
So now NYX, Red Legion.
10 seconds.
NYX just trying to find a way to live through Kirill. Kirill chainsaw Pridney with about 13 confirmed kills so far in this match.
On the breakout here, just a ton of time left, considering how quick these points are going. Wouldn't normally be saying that with the way the field's been playing. A couple bodies coming off here. It looks like New York Extreme has a chance.
But they didn't see Kuzman get into the snake. He just killed Josh Taylor.
Kuzman's going to get another kill here. Kuzman chalking a body's ass, so New York Extreme going to sleep on Kuzman.
Yeah, lucky not to get a penalty there is Lembo. Hennessy and Harris and Ray Bucco looking at J-Rab, Baridnikov, and Kuzman. NYX able to kill Kirill Pridney off the break, but then throwing a couple bodies away in the mid-game. So even body count, but 4-0 lead.
Harris making a move up the middle right now for New York Extreme. Looks like a 3-on-3 right now, courtesy of Kuzman, the Tiger King. J-Rab's going to launch, stumbles a little bit trying to get out of that cam, but makes it up to the mini wall clean as New York Extreme gets to the 50-yard line, top side.
Yeah, Ray Bucco alone on that side over there. He's got to go through J-Rab's gun, but he's putting a ton of pressure on Baridnikov. ripping the bounce shot into him. Harris Hussein now coming through the middle, comes into the Hertz tower. He wants to get J-Rive off the field.
Yeah, Kuzman's looking that way, though. Oh, Kuzman gets pushed in by Harris Hussein as Harris Hussein tries to cut through the gap and gets shot. So options dwindling here for New York Extreme. 3-on-2 in favor of Red Legion.
Yeah, unfortunately, NYX finally able to get something going, winning a breakout, but then just a little too sloppy in the mid-game. Ray Bucco and Will Hennessy both playing island ball right here. Hennessy going to get shot, so it's just Ray Bucco looking at 3 Red Legion players. Red Legion, or NYX down 4. Don't really like the concession here. Got to roll the dice, but Bucco has no idea that Kuzman is on his side. He's going to get shot. 5-0 Red Legion, Maddie.
Yeah, 5-0. 1 point away from a mercy rule win, which, again, we have not seen out here at this tournament. Lots of mostly close games. Very few blowouts.
Yeah, NYX going to need a miracle to come back. Needed this win to have a chance to play on Sunday, but right now, not looking good.
Still going the right way for New York Extreme. Did put a win on the board.
Baby steps.
Yeah, potentially give them a little bit cushion, particularly if Energy Elite losing, going 0-4. So here was that battle. It was very interesting in the beginning because a couple bodies coming off early for Red Legion, but those 3 bodies left alive, tucked in Kuzman with 2 kills. You can see they just did not know that Kuzman was in Snake 3. And then there was Harris trying to make something happen.
I think Ray Bucco might have team killed him, making the move forward, trying to protect himself with his gun. I think he might have shot Harris in the back.
Well, in the pits now with New York Extreme.
Hey, they're going to keep mixing it up.
Bucco, good? You ready?
Look for cars that live to run, for example. They'll switch it up.
Over a minute.
They'll put their B line out, and they'll run.
Nico, are you in? Never mind. It's on. Everything's on.
Well, Bucco must not have team killed Harris because he definitely wouldn't have gotten spun again if he shot Harris in the back.
Yeah, we typically sit the rookies when they team kill somebody.
Yeah. Good point by Coach Charlie there for NYX. Good chance we see the Red Legion rookies come out here, the kids.
Might as well get them a spin right now.
J-Mo, Stanton, Vasquez.
They played great in 3-man.
Yeah. Haven't seen Darby around. I don't think he's at this one.
Yeah, Stanton looked good in the 3-man. Smotroff, it's not a rookie, but
working his way back into the mix with his old squad. No, starting lineup plus Vasquez. Alfred Blood. Nope.
They want that mercy roll win.
You know, that must be slight.
And if you are joining us on your social media networks, please head on over to mlpbplus.com as the battle's going down this afternoon. Next up is going to be Diesel taking on Aftershock as a must-win situation for Shock, and the Hurricanes playing the Ironman as the best paintball teams and players in the world, throwing down here on center court, a little outside of Cincinnati.
5-0 lead, Red Legion thinking mercy rule here, and they kill Ray Bucco off the break. They kill Josh Taylor. Real Pridney kills Lembo.
Possible penalty.
Hennessy.
Yeah, possible penalty on Hennessy. Nope.
I don't know if there's a casino nearby, but NYX looks like they're in a hurry to get out of here. And that's going to do it with 7 minutes and 40 seconds still on the clock. That is as much of a beatdown as you will see out here.
And, Mike, that sets up a really interesting game to determine who's going to be top of that bracket. It's going to be Red Legion taking on the Tauntauns at noon. So a high noon showdown between 2 undefeated squads for number 1 in the division. But a big congratulations to both Impact and Energy Elite taking the victories here and really not having any problems at all with either New York Extreme or Energy Elite. So it's going to be Diesel and Aftershock, Hurricanes, and the Ironman coming up next. So stick with us here on Major League Paintball Plus, or actually head on over to Major League Paintball Plus to watch more of the action here. 2025 NXL Midwest Open. We'll be back.
Inside you somewhere lies a Hydra. An immortal, multi-headed monster born for the battle. But the Hydra mentality buried inside you must be cultivated through chaos. Rather than just surviving or remaining unchanged, the Hydra mentality allows an entity to improve, to thrive, to multiply its strength when exposed to stress and uncertainty, to strengthen with every challenge the world throws your way. Every time the Hydra gets its head cut off, experiences a loss or a failure, it becomes stronger by growing two heads in its place. The Hydra must seek war and discomfort in order to become the best version of itself. Be like a Hydra. Seek out difficult challenges, power through every hardship, and understand this stress test is a blessing which makes you stronger. This is the Hydra way.
Travis Szymanski here with Infamous Paintball. Today I want to introduce to you a brand new product today from Powerhouse. This is the Powerhouse Hook Regulator, 100% made in America. Precision built start to finish on American soil. Rotational adjustability, low profile burst disc, built to be serviced and customized. Consistent wave spring system, delivers smooth, reliable output every time. Pro level construction, carries the same DNA trusted by pros. It's elite level design at a more accessible price. The hook's ideal for tournament rookies, divisional killers, or weekend warriors who want to run at real pro grade gear without breaking the bank. If the counter punch is our knockout punch, the hook is the fast, reliable strike that never misses. Made by the same Powerhouse team, on the same Powerhouse machines, right here in the Midwest. Whether you're grinding local events, putting in workout practices, or just leveling up your gear, the hook delivers consistency, durability, and precision you've come to expect from Powerhouse. These are available today on infamouspaintball.com. Go there and check them out.
Winning 3 in a row is absolutely insane. So few teams have done it. I believe we're the third pro team to have ever won 3 straight events.
I think the other teams hope that they can put as much work and time into it as we do. I wish them good luck in those situations, but I feel like we're going to be able to work harder than anybody else in the league. And as we've shown, we're going to continue to win tournaments.
Now with back-to-back wins, I feel like that's a stepping stone that we reached, and the goal is to keep winning. Try to win as many as possible, win a series. That's the next steps, and it's always trying to get better, trying to progress as owners, players, teammates, brothers, friends, everything we can. Just keep progressing in life, and that's the goal.
Yeah, next step is 3 in a row this season, 4 in a row altogether, and then we'll keep going from there. Next up is Ohio. So NXL Ohio, we're coming for you.
4-on-4 situation. Harris with that forward penetration in the middle. Now Stephen O'Mara coming forward. Now Stephen's going to get him clean. Nicely done.
O'Mara going headhunting on Harris Hussein, and he stays alive doing it, so great move by Stephen O'Mara.
Now he's going to come up here and shoot the can in the back right now. I'm not sure how the can's not dead, but big move right now. O'Mara got shot in the pack.
Yeah, he did kill Acevedo before that happened, and Arsenal going to clean up that last player off the Doritos side.
Hey, I heard him shooting his gun, so I blocked him out, invading him to come get me. Way to kill him on his move. Who shot you, Elliot? Bang, bang. Bang. 287. Back center. Oh, wait, no, there's still another one. 200, 200, 200. Benny, me and you made the same mistake. We did not connect midpoint. I'm covering off the middle.
Yes, 2-on-4 situation. NYX. Oh, that's a major. He's going to shoot him. That's a major.
Brain coming through, and it's going to call. They're going to call it a minor.
Yep. Hey, they got a penalty. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay
Taylor,
free.
here in the
Stay
snake.
free. I think we killed the snake with the penalty. 2 on the Dorito. It should be kill 3. Obama.
2-on-2.
Yeah, but this is just too little too late. Voting's very well for Arsenal. Who cares? You're up 4-0. You've already got 2 wins on the board.
Oh, JC
win out.
Harris.
Margin doesn't mean anything.
1-on-1.
Yeah, here comes JC. Goes right at him.
JC
Whittington. JC Whittington.
Oh, don't hurt yourself,
the legend,
JC.
47 years old.
47 years old, JC Whittington.
Still got it, baby. Get this man some oxygen.
Oh, man. You gonna let that old man do that to you? Oh, man. What is that? Is that nil? That's a goose egg. That's a goose egg. Way to BJC. Grit, motherfuckers. Woo! Hey, that's the fucking grit, motherfucker. Hey, we almost gave them 3 points. Hey, but each one of us fucking stepped up when we fucking needed to. Hey, what happened in the beginning? What happened? We forgot the fucking process. Me, Benny, both forgot the process. We tried to be like, yeah, we could fill out real quick. Be alive. Be the fuck alive. All right, that's the difference maker. When we are alive. Yeah. Hey, me and Benny both made quick moves. Shouldn't have happened. Hey, we're 120 grit.
Yeah, sir.
120 grit for the next one.
We got more.
Okay?
We got more.
Hey, everybody step the fuck up. Everybody's here. Everybody's ready to fucking roll. Come on. Hey.
Kill the closet! Kill the closet! We gotta be alive. Hey, Diesel, America off the break. Hold the zone. Delta money inside. Diesel! Diesel! Diesel!
Game time finished. Game stop.
Hey, all good. A little frustrating because we should have dominated, but hey, win's a win. Kyle! Kyle! I'm down to my last. I'm down to my last.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Here, put it in. Good luck.
Who's across?
It's closet home on me.
Hey, I can go through the middle and get the closet.
You got to be careful of the Delta guy.
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay, hey, you know Clint's in the air. Hey, Fire! Fire! No, Arizona. Yeah, go to the closet at least right now. Cobra money. I'm going.
They got the Tiger King Kuzma. It's the one on the snake side here. Diesel also getting into the 50 snake.
So Kuzman's going to run to his death, though. Tried to bunker him out, not able to get him. Yeah, not even a trade.
Yeah, he didn't know that Mouse was there. Mouse just shoots two more. Shoots him on his first engagement. And lived? Oh my goodness. Dies in the end, but I think that was a 4-pack for Mouse.
I need my gun. 40 seconds. I'm on it. Missouri. Kill 4. Hey, 60 seconds. Kill 4. Come on. Fucking go. Way to be. Be confident in your comms. Hey, check the power play. Hey, Dorito 2's gonna go. I'm on it. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah, I think
Ricky,
Diesel's
kill
going to be
3.
pretty content. Undefeated on day 1.
Yeah.
Looking real good.
Yeah, they're in the driver's seat. They came into this with a chip on their shoulder.
And if you beat Legion by 4, you're a favorite to win this tournament.
An awesome job sprinting downfield to put one more on the board.
Let's fucking go! Let's go! That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Get it on me. Diesel! Here we go. Dinner on you, motherfucker. I got it.
Hey, it's BRNT with CRBN, and I have our new IC PWR Nano Barrel System here. This kit includes our famous ultra-lightweight injected carbon fiber back with our new Nano Tip, which features over 700 microports. This microporting prevents any debris, paint, or moisture from entering the bore and also produces a unique low sound signature. These barrel kits are compatible with all PWR inserts, including our own series from 679 to 691, and are also compatible with all PWR inserts, including those made by Planet Eclipse, Dye, and Inception Designs. Check them out at crbnpaintball.com.
Hey, it's BRNT at CRBN. Have our new S63 compatible nano tip. This will fit any Planet Eclipse LV2 CS3 180R Go5, probably upcoming barrels they make too. Has 756 microports, all-weather performance. Water cannot get in, paint cannot get in, but it can get out. Also, you get an unbelievable sound signature, quietest on the market. Absolute no-brainer upgrade if you have one of those guns. Check it out at your favorite paintball retailer or online at crbnpaintball.com.
Yes.
What's going on, everyone? Walker here with Carbon Paintball. Are you still spending a couple $100s to design your team jerseys? That's crazy. Go over to teams.crbnpaintball.com to create your jersey right now for just $19.95. Right when you sign up on the team program, all we're going to ask for is your logo, primary patterns, colors, secondary accents, all that stuff. And we're going to take that information, and within 48 hours, we're going to kick you back a 3D mock-up of your team jersey. Now, there's no minimums. You guys can order one jersey. There's no packages required. You guys can build one if you want, but just go to teams.crbnpaintball.com and start now and save yourself some money for better gear.
$30 seconds. Back center this way. Back in front of wide.
Looks like Zach Geiger's going to get taken out of the snake side insert here for Infamous. It's going to leave 3 bodies here for Infamous, kind of stuck in the center. Big move here by Nate Schrader coming through the center. He's looking for Ryan Hall, and he's going to get him. He's also going to get Zach Patient.
I was like, oh, Nate just cleared it. We're good.
Okay.
I just took forever.
Okay, good. No, you didn't take forever. I'm just too quick.
Get out!
2-on-3 situation. Schrader going to go forward, hunting for Rodarte.
You got Rodarte here in the center tower, just waiting on Schrader, and he's going to get the drop in on him. So great point here for Nate Schrader.
Schrader living on the edge right now, taking a lot of risk on, but it is a drastic reward potentially here for Uprising now.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go, Graham! Let's fucking go, Graham! Oh my God! Where the fuck is my belt? World fucking champion! Let's go! All the way, baby! Let's go. They're fucking scared. Let's fucking go, Joel. We did it. Fucking did it. Thank you for believing in me, brother. I fucking shot that Ricky. I shot that Ricky. Let's go. I'm happy for you, mate. Way to dig deep with that sickness, man. Let's go to Sunday. Let's win this shit together. Let's win this shit together. Stare me down, kid. I got your number. I got your number. I said stare me down to him, but if you want to stare down too, I got your number too. Okay.
1 minute.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I have been playing pro for a long time. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be here.
Hey, believe in yourself, believe in each other, right? Go for the fucking logo on our chest. This is what we do, dude. This is what we train for. This is the fucking moment that we all dream of. Come out there, bring your best self, and continuously get better.
Yes, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Mic up? Yeah, hot mic. I'll let him know. We'll let him. You know what it is. You know what it is, ho.
Well, now you about to find out.
Yeah, boy. Go. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby dragon. 100, 400. 400, 500, Chris here. 400, 500 alpha. Hey, kill the 400. Kill the 400. That's right. Save your boy. Hey, hey, that's what patience does. Patience, baby. Way to fucking be.
Hey, fuck these clowns up.
You're right. Go. Baby, baby. Get out. Get out. Get out. Hey, kill the 400. Dallas. Dallas. Go. 100, 100, 100, 100.
But here comes Tyler Panilio on the counterattack. He's about to get run down and stitched up by Chris Shear, and Chris Shear's going to finish it off.
Yeah. Hey, Chris is still alive. That's game. That's it. That's it. Yeah, you Gucci, dog. Sheesh. That man looked good. They forgot about the dog. That boy a dog.
They forgot about
This morning, I could look in all your faces, and it was like no one was fucking awake. Like we didn't have enough caffeine, we didn't get enough sleep, something. That we were fucking dead.
Yeah.
We all work, right? We're all blue-collar men. You have to be a morning person. We are here to do this, We have to show up to do this.
You know what tomorrow is for a game? First thing in the morning.
Believe in each other, right? Believe in each other and believe in yourself.
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family.
Hey, it's BRNT at CRBN. We have a new product, IC Nano Barrel Kit. This is our standard IC Nano Barrel. 756 microports. Water can get out, but it cannot get in. All-weather performance, also an unmatched sound signature in paintball. Uses Planet Eclipse PWR inserts. Also has the internal threads if you're going to use a rifle insert. Comes in our new barrel case with 4 critical bore sizes, 679, 683, 687, 691. We chose those sizes as they fall in between the standard Planet sizes. These are available at your favorite paintball retailer, $234.95. Check them out now also at crbnpaintball.com.
Welcome back. You're still in the prelim fights on center stage at the 2025 NXL Midwest Open. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Mike Jeffrey, and we are starting to get to the most important games of the prelims here to find out who's going to be moving on to Sunday and who's going to be packing their bags and going home. If Aftershock does not beat AC Diesel, they will be going home. Diesel, Mike, already with 3 losses out here, so fighting for seeding and some pride. Also in the set, the Hurricanes sitting at 1-2, and the Ironmen at 2-1. So Sunday implications here.
When you're sitting at 0-3, you got to look for your consolations here. For Diesel, it would be playing spoiler against Chicago Aftershock. Your Aftershock, best you can hope for is to sit at 2-2 and get in on margin. They've gone 2-2 the first 2 tournaments, trying to do it here against AC Diesel.
On the breakout, triple stack of guns for Aftershock on the break. They are going to be losing Hughes, trying to take the snake. And then here comes Nita. Connor Kelly going to dip into the snake, though, and they are going to shoot Jesse Stevens, who went up to that center brick. 4-on-4 situation. Shock also taking some ground early outside wide D side. A-Rod going to filter out. Shock starting from the blue side. Diesel in the white jerseys on the red side.
Yeah, that was a huge kill on Jesse Stevens after losing Parrish off the break. Also love the deep fill from back center into the snake by Connor Kelly there for Aftershock.
Connor Kelly now open to snake 2. So they beat Diesel into that crucial bunker set. That's where the offense typically comes from, that and the middle. Neither team with the body up the middle here currently.
A-Rod, LJ Parrish, 2-man op on the Dorito side. Looks like they want to press the pace over there. A-Rod playing heads up. Also trying to give Alex Goldman something to think about before he goes forward. A-Rod now big move forward onto Diesel's side of the field. Love that from A-Rod.
Yeah, I like this. This is what A-Rod does. He gets a read, and see there's no offense out of Diesel. Gives A-Rod a beat to figure out where those positions are and how to get up the field clean and alive. He hasn't touched the bunker yet, and he should be able to get an easy kill on that Aztec. Free kill for A-Rod. There's one, might be able to stack up another one here. Didn't see the move into the snake, though, with Goldman or Johnson digging out there. He's going to dunk on that one. Might have got caught from the inside. He did. He shoots Goldman, so a 2-pack of kills here for A-Rod. Opens things up for Nita. Nita comes through. Clint Johnson's going to be taking the walk.
Yeah, incredible move by A-Rod there. Great read. I haven't seen anyone go from the Aztec onto the other team's side like that. Silos never saw him. Now Trent Nita getting on the wrap here. He's going to blow up this last body for AC Diesel. So Aftershock, after losing Clay Hughes off the break, able to dink out Jesse Stevens, and then the dynamic move by A-Rod, cleaned up by Trent Nita. Nice first point.
Yeah, I like that combo, and then Parrish was alive over here on the bottom side as well, too. So the situation for Shock is they need a win to stay in this tournament. I think the spread to get on to Sunday is going to be pretty low. Don't quote me on that, but that's what it feels like. But since they had the -4 on day 1, a 2-point win in the first one, need to beat Diesel by 2 just to go even. So ideally, a 3-point win would be probably a good look for Shock to be moving on to Sunday.
Yeah, I'm sure they're aware of it. Todd Martinez was upset with his team in their last one, unable to put that extra point up at the end of that to help the margin cause, but still with the chance and with a great first point against Diesel. Now, Ironman Hurricanes. Ironman sitting at 2-1, can punch their ticket to Sunday with a win right here against the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Ironman with still a relatively well, not a new roster in the sense we've seen a lot of these guys on different teams before, but past couple seasons it's been roster roulette. It's been in the wheel of bodies, and on the breakout here in point number 1, Keith DeVitt is going to go up to the, or sorry, not Keith DeVitt, Pat Craft Jr. is going to go up into that middle. He's been playing very well for the Ironmen up the middle.
Yeah, and they kill Ridgel out of the middle for the Hurricanes. So 5-on-4 advantage Ironman already in the center. Now Henry Sense going into the South Electronics can with Frank Antetomaso. Oh no, sorry, that's Zach Geiger. Zach Geiger gets into the snake for the Ironmen. However, Nick Ripple also getting into the snake for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Ripple at snake 2. Looks like he wants to make his move into snake 3.
Yeah, Henry Sense saw him make the move. Tom Guest immediately filters from the back center into the mini wall in order to keep Ripple from having a free release into the 50 wedge. Nice understanding and comms from the Ironmen.
Yeah, easy move for Ripple to get into snake 3. No one had that angle. He didn't even need to crawl in. Oh, but then immediately wraps around and loses the gunfight to Sense.
No, that's Tom Guest.
Oh, Tom Guest. Tom Guest, Sense in the snake. Tom Guest, great crossfield shot, accurate, far away position.
So that was a good job by Tom Guest, too, to slide in there, let him have the snake 3, and then connects on the first shot. So 5-on-3, all Ironmen so far. However, Drew Bell does get into the snake. I thought he might have gotten shot in transition. Ironman definitely picked it up. I heard Henry Sense call it. Drew Bell going to try to not make the same mistake as Nick Ripple here. Tom Guest shooting a bounce shot off that wedge, trying to get it to zip into Drew Bell. Drew Bell, a tall player, but unable to get on his knees on the inside part of that bunker with that bounce shot coming in on him.
Yeah, Bell taking over the attack with the death of Ripple. Calls some communication crossfield.
Yeah, it's Seawright, Bell, and I'm not sure who the third body is, but he's in the mini wall trying to keep Zach Geiger from going into the 50 for the Ironmen.
Yeah, Ironmen have a great look on that snake side with multiple bodies in the farthest positions that they can go before they have to start incurring a lot of risk. Referee checking out Bell. Bell's clean.
Yeah, this is a tough situation to break. But we see a ref coming in to check the mini wall. He's alive.
That's Camp.
Camp, great player in that spot. Nicolau asks, are we amigo? I imagine that's their are we 5 alive call. Sure enough, they are. Tom Guest now moving into that closet.
So we're looking over the shoulder of Bell, and we've been looking at this all weekend long. The big gap between snake 3 and that 50-yard line wedge. Have to be very careful before you make that transition, as there's multiple bodies inside. We'll look at the Ironman with Tom Guest zoned up on that lane.
Yeah.
Nicolau, the island for the Ironman at that Aztec left-hand side of your screen.
Yeah, and Guest luring him into a trap a bit. Has not shot his gun, has moved into the tower, just waiting for Drew Bell to engage with him. However, Drew Bell picks it up, calls it to his boys, Texas, meaning that tower where Tom Guest is holding that lane, wraps the inside, unable to put the shot on him.
Bell comes across, and he makes it clean, and he gets a shot on Tom Guest. He's going to come through. He's going to get a 2-pack of kills and stays alive. Drew Bell, a difference maker here for the Hurricanes in a low-body situation. As they're down a point, does he get that third kill? He does. Probably going to be a 4-pack here.
Henry Sense somehow able to live in his retreat, but Drew Bell has turned the tide. It's a 3-on-2 advantage Hurricanes now. Make it a 3-on-1 as Zach Geiger dies. I think that was Daniel Camp, so it's just Henry Sense.
Henry Sense gets all the way into the back corner bunker on the D side to make Bell's life a little bit more treacherous over here. Onto the Ironman side. Already shot a ton of bodies. Hurricanes developing the offense as the attention going to Bell as Seawright dips into D2. Camp got overwatch on Bell. They eat up Henry Sense. Beautiful point by Bell. A 4-pack that's going on the list. $500 at stake courtesy of Pate Smith Law. Bell just putting the team on his back right now.
See, I love that in a 3-on-5, right? Tom Guest gets in your business, low body situation, roll the dice, it pays off. I think for the Ironman, once Tom Guest went to that tower, kind of a sketchy spot, someone else needed to pick up that zone on Bell, too.
Yeah, it's just tough. And you see these guys drop lanes. It comes down to that. It's communication, but also you have to put it together yourself. It can't always be up to your teammate. to tell you to switch your gun. You have to figure that out by process of elimination. But Drew Bell not feeling much pressure, comes through, gets the drop on Guest, goes through, shoots another body inside. Henry Sense trying to stop the bleeding for the Ironman here in point number 1. And then Bell cuts to the inside, but again with Seawright up really far in that chaos on the D side, and then Daniel Camp with the overwatch. And there's the hero of that last point, first point, Drew Bell.
Yeah, and once Guest went into that tower, he could no longer roll off as easily, so Drew Bell takes dominance, takes the bump, puts it on 4 Ironman bodies. Nice job. Now Diesel going to be eliminated from this tournament, but trying to ruin Aftershock's day right here. They do lose Silos Cortez, though, off the break, and BJ Henningberg. So 4 on 3 as Aftershock loses Alex Rodriguez.
Mouse getting into the snake, though, with those deaths coming off for AC Diesel stuff. One attacker there, top side, back center, and the Aztec towards the Doritos for AC. One body advantage here currently for Aftershock. Is Connor Kelly going to get into Snake and crawl past Snake 2, get into Snake 3. Clay Hughes right beside him.
Yeah, Clay Hughes unable to shoot Alex Goldman in transition into that 50 wedge, though. So Alex Goldman threatening, even though down a body and down a point here against Aftershock, who needs this match and probably needs some margin too if they want to move on.
Yeah, the one benefit for the Hurricanes is with Aftershock absolutely having to win this game by a decent margin to have a really good chance of moving on to Sunday, they have to push the issue. So you're going to be playing guys that are playing on their toes, going to be taking a little bit extra risk out here.
Oh, but Clay Hughes' shot, I'm going to credit that to Alex Goldman. So it's a 3-on-3 now. Diesel able to absorb their early deaths off the break. It's the 50 Snake and 2 in the back, but they lost track of Connor Kelly.
Yeah, they lost track of Connor Kelly, but Goldman is at the 50 wedge on the top side. See if Connor Kelly got to make that connect on that first ball. He misses both those shots on the attack and then ends up getting shot. Did shoot the back center, though, so Clint Johnson coming off. Oh, but we're going to see a minor penalty.
Yeah, so it's going to be Diesel. Oh, so I think Connor Kelly got the minor there, and Parrish going to get shot.
Now we're going to see a major. It's going to be a major on Mouse.
Oh, major on Mouse, so it's going to be one body pulled, so it's going to be Aftershock's point, and Diesel's going to start down one, Maddie. Ooh. Tough major right there.
Breath of fresh air here for Shock, and that must have been an emotional roller coaster for them as they saw the penalty go up for them, again needing points, and then the big move by Parrish, the major called on Goldman, and so within the span of about 15 seconds went from a frustrating moment here for Aftershock to, oh God, okay, we still got a chance here.
Yeah, huge turn of events. Aftershock needing to run up the score. Looked like they were going to throw away an early body advantage, but instead going to be sitting at 2-0 on a power play.
I'm sure they'll go and check to make sure that that is the call is correct.
You can hear Kyle Nicolau for the Ironman. Here's the replay.
Yeah, look at the replay here on this major. So, yeah, he definitely looks like he put a couple shots in on him. And then Mouse trades.
It looked pretty bang-bang to me.
Run it back.
Parrish is pointing at his side, right? Like it's behind me. If he shoots me heads up, then it should be on the left side of my body, the first edge he sees. But
it's tough in those plays where it's happening at real speed. And sometimes the refs will call it a trade, even if you, in a fraction of a second, shot the guy first. But in real time, it looks pretty even.
Yep. So Frank Antetomaso getting a spin here. He's played the one on the snake side. Baldwin coming up for Kyle Nicolau. Heard Kyle Nicolau trying to get his boys fired up before this one. Pat Kraft Jr. looking like he's going up the middle. Seeing a steady dose of him up there.
So Pat Kraft easily gets up to the brick, not feeling any pressure.
5-on-5 break, and Hurricanes already into snake 3.
Yeah, Hurricanes quick on the attack to get some ground on that top side to get into snake 3. Pat Kraft feels some pressure, tucks in, yells the code crossfield. Here comes Frank Antetomaso. He launches into the snake. He's going to get some help. The referee's going to trail Frank, though.
Yeah,
he got shot on the inside.
Drew Bell from that can, trying to shoot down over the beam, unable to put a ball on Frank. Frank into the snake 2. Looking like he wants to make the move into snake 3. Must-win situation for both these teams. Hurricanes have another one to play, but the Ironmen sitting at 1 and 2 need it to have a chance. Frank taking a look inside, trying to feel the heat, trying to read the paint.
Yeah, you can see our eye in the sky if you're just joining us with this staggered layout. Teams really pushing lots of bodies towards their snake side, stacking bodies up there. The middle has been a big element of the strategy and the tactics.
Henry Sense now getting close behind Frank into that snake 2. Pat Kraft switching his gun to the Dorito side. It's just Tom Guest keeping Nick Ripple in check, and now Tom Guest is dead. So Pat Kraft has to switch his gun back to the snake side, but Frank making a nice move forward through Pate's gun.
Yeah, gets through Pate's gun. He's at that 50-yard line.
He wants another bite.
He's thinking about making it, but here comes Stu Ridgel. Stu Ridgel might be launching up the middle. Stu's living on the opposite side. He goes to the Hertz tower, and no one's shooting that angle, so he should be able to come around and get a free kill.
Yeah, kills Kraft. Sense retreats.
But Antetomaso onto the Hurricane side. Referee going to get in and give him a check. He's good to go. Just got a little bit of rub.
It's a tough break, though, for Frank. Oh, he definitely just shot Ridgel. He did. Nice job by Frank Antetomaso. So 3-on-4 advantage Hurricanes, or 3-on-3. Henry Sense now streaking through the middle. He's looking like he wants to find Ripple.
Yeah, Sense doesn't know where that first body is. He knows where Pate is, though. Gets the kill on Pate. There's 2 attackers for the Hurricanes. He's edging around. He's going to catch that first one.
Good point by
Bell's
Henry.
still alive, though. Bell wheeling and dealing.
But Bell doesn't know Frank's there. Frank
can just run in and hit the buzzer.
Yep, but it's not even gonna need it because Baldwin getting a spin, shoots Bell heads up, so the Ironman gonna tie it up. Wow, Ridgel really angry, yelling at the refs. The way it splatters, there's no way it's expletive rub. Refs.
Baldwin gonna hit the buzzer instead of Frank. Point gonna be good. Tie game.
I really like the way Frank played that scurrying forward, taking those bites. Even though Pate had his gun that way, Frank was able to scurry through it. Kyle Nicolau fired up.
All the pits are getting really hot and heated right now because there's a lot at stake here. We're at event 3. Seeding matters. Kyle pumped up right now.
Yeah, looking like a 1980s traffic cop with that mustache and always fiery.
Like a 60s biker.